Hey y'all, quick update on the Redacted Season 2 crowdfunding campaign on Seed and Spark. In our first few days since launch, we've raised over $6,000. That's over 6% of our goal and a great start. We need to keep that momentum going, so please, if you're able to and you want to see more live action SCP content, pitch in what you can and share this anywhere and everywhere. When we come together as the SCP community, anything is possible. That's it for now. Thank you so much for all your support so far, and we'll see you here on Thursday for another live stream update.
Hi, I'm Christian Hoffman.
And I'm Harley Groh.
And we're the showrunners of the SCP web series Redacted, and we need your help to bring Season 2 into reality.
Now, our plans for Season 2 are quite ambitious, so visit the Seed and Spark link below in order to show your support and get more information.
Now, for a sneak peek into what Season 2 might look like, just keep
watching.
Attention all personnel. This is your site director. Because of the recent drop in staff morale and the rumors that are running amok throughout Site 202, I've decided to set a few things straight. Yes, it is as bad as you have heard. Worse. Which is why only Class D personnel are assigned to carry out the procedure. No, assignment to the project is not a punishment or a test of loyalty. While many of you that have served your time in the off-site facility have elected to receive Class A amnestics after, it is not true that we have given up hope of saving her. If there was anything else to be done, we'd be doing it. Our duties at the Foundation require us to do many distasteful things. That is the price we must pay. But we must never let down our guard because of sympathy. And we will not become monsters because of the monstrous acts we must perform. Do your jobs. And never forget the importance of your work. Montauk is here to stay.
And here we are. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Again, TikTok, I'm so sorry you didn't hear the video. Still trying to figure it out, but we're here. We're alive. We are doing all the live stuffs. Streaming on 3 different platforms is really hard. Still trying to figure it out. So we appreciate the patience. Oh, there's Harley going crazy. Thank you guys for coming today. It means a lot. Yeah, so here we are, Redacted. If you know who we are Lot 1 Productions, creators of SCP miniseries Redacted, Season 1, and hopefully, fingers crossed, Season 2. That is why we are here today to promote our season 2. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. My name is Christopher Henley. I am the series producer, and this guy over here, / over there, / up there. Christian, go ahead. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Christian. I am showrunner for Redacted and guy at Lot 1.
Guy at Lot 1. Classic.
Yeah, you can check my LinkedIn for that one. That's completely accurate.
And also today, MTF Soldier. Clearly.
Yes.
Clearly. Yes, that's who you are. And there's someone creepy around here. I don't know who it is. Go ahead and introduce yourself there.
Hi guys, I'm Malo.
Chris, the screen is blank on the YouTube stream.
Oh,
Doing it live.
Still figuring out some stuff. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Can you hear me now? You can hear me now. I was talking muted like a dummy, but here I am. Thanks, Brandon, for letting me know.
So they couldn't even hear us?
They could hear
They
you.
couldn't hear you?
It's funny. Okay, I wish you guys could see my computer screen because it's like, it's YouTube Shorts, YouTube Live, TikTok over here, Discord over here, all this stuff here. It's hard to keep track of. I apologize.
Yeah.
There's like 3 different things. We will figure this out by the next stream. I promise you.
I'm sure it's an absolute mess over there.
Yeah. It is. You do not want to see my computer screen. YouTube Shorts heard everything. So that being said, let's start that over again. My name is Christopher.
Is it still black?
It shouldn't be. I don't.
Oh, it's back.
No, it's back. It's back and not black.
we are
We're good.
industry professionals, you guys. Nobody question anything.
We do filmmaking. We don't do live streaming. I apologize.
Yeah. Let's ignore the fact that Harley and I are running a live stream for a cultural thing.
Well,
on
good thing
Sunday.
you're not running this one and it's all me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this again. My name is Chris Friendly. I'm the series producer. I am your local researcher today. Christian, go ahead. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Christian. I am a showrunner on Redacted, guy at Lot 1, and today I am dressed in one of our MTF costumes with a completely blank name tag.
Classic. And I think there's a creepy creature nearby doing some creepy stuff.
I feel like creepy is an insult.
Oh.
Malo is...
I believe the community likes to use sexy as the term that we would refer to me as. Hi everybody, my name is Harley. I'm Malo, obviously. But I am also a guy at Lot 1 Productions and also one of the showrunners of Redacted. If you can see my screen behind me. Happy to be here. Getting into the spirit of Halloween. I hope we're not too late. I know we've already just a couple days. Just missed a couple days.
This was clearly supposed to be our Halloween dress-up stream. JK, no, we exist in our Redacted universe, and this is who we are, and we should all be happy.
How we dress every day.
Yeah.
It's when we come to the live stream that we try to play it down.
Play it
This is how I
down.
feel.
Yeah, because we work in the
Yes.
foundation, right? Right.
Exactly.
That's exactly what's happening.
You might.
I might. All right. Anyways, guys, appreciate you guys for coming. TikTok, there's a lot of you over there. I appreciate you guys for being there. I'm going to try and figure out this audio issue with hearing our videos, because we do have some fun videos we were watching today. So we'll figure that out as we start. But first things first, thanks for coming. Season 2, it's here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're crowdfunding. Head over to the Seed Spark. There are links in the descriptions. There are links on the YouTubes. If you go to seedandspark.com and just look up SCP, we are the only SCP project on there. We are trying to crowdfund Season 2. We cannot do this without the support of our fans and the SCP community. Season 1 was amazing and a ton of fun, and we really want to do something bigger and better for you guys. So we are here. If you want to support us, head on over there. And for the rest of the stream, after we talk a little bit about Season 2 and some of the crowdfunding incentives, we are going to review our favorite SCPs and our favorite SCP live action things that have been done. Because there's a lot of great stuff out there, and we thought it would be fun to
I mean, yeah, it's
review
not
it
just
with you
us,
guys.
you guys. There's
No.
plenty of other
No.
SCP live action stuff out there. You know, it's all part of the same conversation,
Yep.
same community.
We can't do it without the community. We love this community. Anyways,
Arr, 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 arr.
here we go. Malo, all right.
Arr,
All right.
arr, arr, arr.
Christian, why don't, and Harley, let's start with you, Christian. Why don't you talk about a little bit of what season 2 is about? Redacted Montauk, season 2. What's going on?
Yeah. Montauk is, if you haven't heard about it, SCP-231, infamous in the SCP community. It is an attempt by some cult to bring back the Scarlet King, one of the oldest enemies of the Foundation, one of the most powerful, one of the most nebulous. He stands for the opposite of civilization. You're gonna say something, Harley?
I just said the antithesis of the Foundation.
Yeah, exactly. And part of this ritual is they kidnap and impregnate 7 women who are all part of this evil, disgusting, profane ritual to bring the Scarlet King into our reality. But thankfully, the SCP Foundation catches it before, they're able to complete whatever they were in the middle of. But that doesn't mean the end of it. And so this season focuses on, Montauk and the procedure and trying to, do things better and save the world along the way.
Harley, you want to embellish on that a little bit?
Nah.
Nah. All right, cool. Well,
No, Jake. No, I think the only thing that I can build on from what Christian was saying to me now, right, is Redacted. We've always been very interested in the idea of what life is like for the researchers, and for the people involved around SCPs. And the conversation for us in terms of filmic fortitude, right, is like, what's the most interesting story that we can tell? And yes, showing all the craziness and the scariness and the ooga booga-ness of what the SCP Foundation can be is awesome. But reflecting that back on ourselves and then what we would do in the position of any of the researchers that we would have to be in, that's the fun conversation for us. So come Redacted season 2, the idea is really just like, oh yeah, no, this is world-ending stuff. How do the researchers feel about having to do it? How do they feel about having to involve themselves in those types of conversations and decision making? And I don't know how many of you guys out there feel like you could torture a human being every day or watch it happen. But those of you that have read SCP, that have read the SCP file and then are familiar with Montauk might have asked yourself that question at least once. And for those of you who are confused by what I just asked, please read the actual SCP file, because there's legitimacy to my statement.
and just like season 1, the focus is really the people who are affected by it. So the women and the researchers and the morality of everything they're doing. We really, really want to, just like season 1, focus on the people, less about the SCPs. There's still going to be a lot of SCPs, and there's still going to be a lot of fun through the SCPs. But we want to focus on how these SCPs affect these people, because that to us is what we love about live action SCP and adaptations. We don't want to just do a copy and paste of a file, which there's nothing wrong with that. We personally would rather tell the stories of the people who are affected by it. I think the only exception really is kind of episode 2 of season 1, where we focus on the AI, but that itself is like, the AI is such a character, the old AI, that it is still talking about, I mean, it's an AI, it's a person, right? And you kind of
human perspective, even from something that is inherently inhuman,
artificial.
We can connect with its plight. We can feel its emotions, to whatever degree it has them, and that's where the meat of it all comes from. And so, it's gonna be like big and bloody and battle and all kinds of things that go wrong. But at the end of the day, it's just all about people.
Just like our sizzle reel. Just about the people. Okay, so enough talking about season 2. Let's show you some fun and cool things. Our crowdfunding campaign. Yes, it has been live for a while. We have raised over 6%. Woo! out of the a lot of money we need to raise for it. So we're continuing forward. We're very confident that we're going to get there. Let me transition over to the Seed and Spark rewards, not the sizzle reel, Chris. Why would you do that?
No.
All right, here we are. So this is our Seed and Spark. If you go to seedandspark.com and you look up SCP or SCP Redacted or SCP Montauk, or you just go to all the links, there's links below. Even just sharing the project helps so much. I think the statistic is like every single time someone shares it, you gain access to like 5,000 or something extra people, which is crazy. Brandon, thank you for the roses so much. Really appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate it. Back to the rewards. So here it is. Crowdfunding rewards. We're at 6%. We have raised $6,630. If you donate during this live stream, there might be some cool stuff that will occur on the live stream. Well, what we think is cool and really fun. We do have an SCP creature here that might do some silly stuff if this happens. So hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Even a little bit amount helps. $5, $2, $10, doesn't matter.
I think it's
anything.
Knowledge that Malo will do anything for any amount of money.
Yeah. To a point. We are live streaming. So here it is. You can read all about it. You can see all the cool stuff, the story, the look, the style. I realized half of it's cut off. The sizzle reel. We got showrunner notes, community, the budget, stretch goals, timeline, when we want to release it, mid 2026, hopefully early 2026. But the cool stuff that I feel like people don't really know about is our incentives. So Seed and Spark, just like any other crowdfunding campaign, has some really, really cool incentives. So our incentives, let me zoom out here a little bit. Our first tier is $10. What is $10? Less than a McDonald's meal, I'll tell you that. D-class personnel, you will get assigned a D-class number and get a really cool D-class badge, essentially, blasted all over the social medias. I think it's super cool. We haven't started releasing them yet, but we're about to for those who've already donated. We have $25, which gets you backer credit, so your name will be in the credits. You get a digital copy of the Season 2 poster, and a welcome/congratulations video from site director Mark. He is the site director from Season 1 and Season 2. And it is an in-universe congratulations, kind of like an orientation video, which I think is super cool. Researcher tier, which is $50. That is, you get access to all of our behind the scenes. We want to document the whole process. If we enter production, we are going to just keep you guys updated the whole time. Season 1, we kept it a big secret because we wanted to surprise everyone. Not this time. We're not going to reveal any big secrets, but we want to keep you along for the ride. We want to show you stuff as it's happening. And you'll get a briefing, a video briefing from site director Mark on SCP-231. So you will get a breakdown of the SCP that we are talking about that we are focusing on in Season 2. $100 Mobile Task Force MTF. You will get a digital 4K copy of Season 2, all of the episodes, and the Season 2 soundtrack. Dude, the Season 1 soundtrack is, honestly, I love it. It's really good. We haven't released it as standalone, which we are going to very soon yet, but I am excited for Season 2 soundtrack, hopefully, and I know it will be better than Season 1. $250. We have early access to Redacted Season 2 Montauk. So you will get access to the season before it comes out for the masses. That is an exclusive thing for that tier. And you will get a specially declassified video of a sneak peek into the story of Season 2. So the showrunners will do a breakdown of, in detail, what we are doing for Season 2. So, aka spoilers, essentially, is what we're going to be doing. And
we told the internet not to share that with anybody. It's highly classified, very secret.
Clearly, only a certain level of access will gain you. So if you break that, you're just going to lose that access. You're a containment specialist. You can't just break it like you would, become a D class if you did that. Site 42, the Signal Booster. This is my favorite reward tier. Dr. Sherman, who we're really good friends with, who promoted season 1 of Redacted, he is graciously offered to be one of the reward tiers. So for $500, you will get a personalized thank you video from Site 42's Dr. Sherman and the team at Lot 1 Productions. So it'll be from request. So you will get a video based off of what you want within reason. Obviously, can't be anything crazy. Within universe, hopefully. And Dr. Sherman from Site 42 will do a personal video for you and you yourself, all by yourself. And then at the next tier for $1,000, we have Project Lead. You get early access to a private virtual screening with us, the creators of Redacted Season 2. So this will be earlier than even the early access tier, and you'll get to watch it privately with us, so you can ask all the questions you want, you can make all the statements you want, and you'll get to spend some time with the creators while watching. It's kind of like a live commentary, like a literal live commentary of it, which would be super cool to do for those who can go that high. The next tier is $2,500, Department Director. You get Associate Producer credit on IMDb, why was that hard to say? IMDb, as well as in the credits of each of the episodes, which is really cool. You'll get a signed poster or script from the creators and a personalized congratulations video from Site Director Mark. So in universe, Site Director Mark will congratulate you on your promotion as Department Director. I don't know why I stuttered there. Next tier is the $5,000 tier, is Site Director. You got promoted to Site Director, yay! So now you will get Associate Producer credit on both IMDb, so official credit in both the credits of each of the episodes, as well as in IMDb. So it'll be official. Everyone will see that you as an individual are an Associate Producer on this project. The final tier, which is the $10,000 tier, is you are now an O5 council member. Enough said there. You're the big boss. You get executive producer credit on both the credits of all the episodes and IMDb. And then you will also get exclusive and personalized thank you video from the showrunners and producers. So from everyone, essentially everyone on set, you will receive a huge thank you personalized directly to you and nobody else. I know that was a lot. The way Scene Spark works is you don't necessarily have to donate to a tier. You could just donate $5. It doesn't matter. We will appreciate anything. And if I know money's tight right now, if you can't donate any money, totally fine too. Just sharing the project with your friends and family or fellow SCP people helps us a lot. And I mean a lot. But there are some cool rewards here, so you know, maybe you want to do some rewards. So yeah, Scene Spark, head over. Links in all the description, in the sizzle reel, on our YouTube page. You can literally look at the URL on your screen right now. You could just go to Scene Spark and type in SCP. We're the only SCP project on there. Also, I always forget to say this. Another way you can help that is not sharing or financial help is on Seed and Spark. There is this little button right here that says follow. If you hit follow on it and you have an account, and this is whether you donated or you didn't donate, it helped boost our project on Seed and Spark. Right now we have 49 followers. We do unlock perks as we go. So if we get greenlit on Seed and Spark, and we have a certain amount of followers, we gain access to grants or people within the industry who will help us. So if you can't do anything, at least follow and share. Those are the biggest things. We just need to get the word out. So we really appreciate you guys. I've talked your ear off. Any questions from any of the chats about the Scene Spark? I know Scene Spark's not as known as Kickstarter or anything like that. If you have a question about anything I've talked about, drop it in the chat. And that can both be about the Scene Spark or just us in general. Yeah. And yes, Bill, we can watch it while we eat dinner. If you donate that much money, I will gladly eat dinner with you while we watch it. That is totally fine with me. And I'm sure Christian and Harley, you feel the same exact way.
I'm gonna do it in costume though.
You're going to do it in costume? Oh, that is... So Malo will come and eat dinner with you while watching season 2 of Redacted.
I'll just watch you eat dinner as you watch Redacted season 2. Yeah, I think that's important to say too. I don't think that there is one tier that you did miss, and it actually applies to all tiers. One reward system that applies to all tiers. Anybody who donates or shares or even just pushes that little button, Malo will start stalking you through your social medias and in your real life. So look out in mirrors and any reflective surfaces. Just saying.
Yeah, you'll find an app on your phone that you can't quite get rid of, and you just have to live with that from now on. But you'll probably enjoy it.
Yeah, probably. You know what I always forget too, and people don't understand about Seed and Spark. This way Seed and Spark works is we have to raise 80% of our goal, otherwise we don't get any of the money. So if we only raise 50%, we don't keep any of it. And the idea is that we literally don't think, because season 2 is so large and so ambitious, we do not believe that we can make season 2 without this amount of money. And that's very ambitious, but that is why it is so high, which I'm sure a lot of you had questions about. So we have to raise 80% of the goal before we ever get any of the money. So at 80%, then we get it. So if we don't raise that amount, it's never hitting our bank account, and unfortunately, we can't do season 2. Now, that won't stop us from doing more SCP content, because we have a lot of great ideas out there for that are not Redacted season 2 that we could do on our own without crowdfunding. So yeah, just keep that in mind. That is why it is so important that we really get these donos going on this project.
And answering a question that I saw in chat, why not use Kickstarter? Why are we using Seed and Spark? Site 42 has a good base level understanding of it. It is specifically for indie film and funding those kinds of projects, and so it is more suited to what we do and who we are. But also, they don't take any of the money. Every penny that you contribute goes directly to the project, and then you have the option to basically tip the website for offering the service and having it be such a nice deal. And that's, kind of part of what's so nice about it. With Kickstarter, you basically have to increase the minimum amount of money that you need to raise, because you have to account for how much you're going to lose out on. And we wanted to keep the number that we're asking for as small as we possibly could, because it is already a really big number, and that's scary and daunting to get to. But also it's very reasonable, and it's as low as it possibly could be. So we wanted to make sure that we just had the best platform for raising awareness and for raising money for this season, because with something as big as this, and with how many people are involved, season 1 had over 100 people across all 5 episodes. It just, it's necessary, unfortunately.
Yeah, we almost launched on Seed and Spark. For those who have been fans for a little bit, we did announce in a live stream probably about a year ago that we were about to launch on Kickstarter. But to raise the amount of money we would have needed for season 2, we would have had to raise I forget the exact number. This is probably an exaggeration, but if we wanted $100,000, we would have had to raise $115,000, because the way Kickstarter works is they take that percentage away. So the way Kickstarter works is if you want to crowdfund even $10,000, you actually need to raise $13,000, because Kickstarter is going to take a chunk of that money away from you. Seed and Spark does not take a dime. We get it 100%. It goes to nobody else but us. So Seed and Spark is just they're both the same type of platform. You throw money at a project, you get the project, hopefully, you will from us. Sometimes, I know Kickstarters, you don't always get what you asked for, but we knew that Kickstarter was a better name recognition, and so maybe that's biting us in the butt a little bit right now. But in general, I think Seed and Spark is the better choice for filmmaking specifically, and that's why we chose it. And the Lot One podcast had an interview with the CEO, and she was really helpful on helping us start the crowdfunding campaign. So she was really,
they just
really
had
helpful.
a lot of really great resources in terms of like planning a campaign, what works, what doesn't, what information you need, like how to go about it. So really just super super helpful. Wonderful people.
They helped us out a lot. We had to submit and they had to approve it. And it wasn't an automatic submission. I emailed them back and forth. They gave us tips on what to fix, what to change, and they were hesitant. They were like, "Hey, your guys' number is very high. You should rethink this." And we were just like, we are giving these people 5 episodes at an average of probably 20 minutes per episode. That's almost 2 feature films or 1 really, really long feature film. Like season 1 was for 5 episodes, was collectively all 5 episodes together was an hour and 20 minutes. We're almost going to double that number for season 2. We made season 1 for $10,000. Season 2, unfortunately, because we need to pay our people and they need to be able to live, because we're going to be filming for like 3 weeks. That's the idea. I feel like we've talked enough about this. Unless there's any more questions, we can move on to some of the fun stuff.
To put it in a nice little bow, right? The reason we need $100,000 is because we are trying to make an SCP show that is worth $100,000. Something that we unfortunately have not been given in the past. There's a reason why SCP can't cross over into Netflix or any of these other types of places, which is why they're roughly inspired by SCP, which is why when you watch the sci-fi something, you go, hey, that looks really familiar. It's probably SCP, right? Trying to bridge that gap. Because if we could have a community of people who want to just help create the live action content that we've all imagined in our heads for all these years, while also working with other content creators and just building that community and conversation, then all the better. Hallelujah.
So actually, while we were talking, we got a donation. So you know what that means, Harley? It's time. Oh. Christian, get ready. Here it goes. We got a donation of $5 from Brandon. And action. And there it is, folks. Anytime we get a donation, we're going to do some crazy things with Malo here. Oh, actually, we also got some donations on TikTok. Harley, I think you owe TikTok something that you mentioned in your live. What are you going to do there? I need to hear it. There it is. Perfect. Christian, I think you're muted, my guy. There it is. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, cool. We did have a question here that I would love to answer before we move on to some of our favorite SCP stuff. Amber asked, or no, not Amber. Sorry. Billy, dad, mom, random thing, and videos. How fun is it to make an SCP film? Christian?
Incredibly fun.
Yeah.
All film is like super super fun. That's why we do it. But SCP is super fun because instead of like you show up, like you wrote the thing, like everyone is just like, so what did you imagine when you made this up? SCP is like a lot of people have already read it, especially the people on the sets. Like either they were SCP fans before themselves, and that's part of why they reached out to try to join the project, or they saw what we were doing. Once they got the script and they were like, oh, this is super interesting, so they go and read up on it, and so like everyone's already kind of on the same page, or maybe they have like slightly different ideas, and we get to like kind of talk back and forth about that. Even on like the Malo subject for episode 1, because I wrote that one. Even still today in the comments, a couple days ago, there were people saying like, oh, I thought Malo worked this way, and I said, oh, I always thought that it was more of like this kind of thing, and there was like some back and forth and just very very interesting ideas, and that's what's great about SCP, and that's obviously going to carry over into like collaborating with a bunch of people to make film or movie or a show about it.
Yeah.
Harley, what about you?
Malo. Why is it so fun to make SCP live action content?
Well, now we own this, which, which I think is in and of itself pretty fun. The coolest part about making SCP content for me is mainly just like I know that I've read through plenty of the. Oh, actually, we have Sammy Lynn inside of the chat right now. She's also one of the original actors for Malo. Me and her split our sweat, tears, and blood inside of this suit in order to make Malo episode the Malo episode happen. So hey, Sammy Lynn. Now that being said, though, part of the funnest part of it, aside from just like the actual production of it and showing up and actually being able to make an SCP something is super cool, right? But then I think as an SCP fan, being able to being able to read these files for so long, and then we've all done it too. Like while we're reading, of course, we get like descriptions of what what the containment measures are, what that looks like, where we found them, what was occurring when when we first apprehended them, how many people did we lose, all of those little things like that are the stuff that we actually get to see in live action content, as opposed to just filling it in with our imagination. And so when it came to, I'll use episode 3 of Redacted as an example, right? When it came to Salesman, it's right here in the background. The Salesman episode, Salesman was always one of those ones that I read that was just so much fun. Because it was just, plenty of ways to imagine it. Guy knocks on the inside of your house and then tries to sell you something. What do you do after that? And that's the fun part about experimenting with it. I think one of the other good parts is like being able to find people like Eddie Dermengian, right? Who are able to really, really work with you and bring out the best of an SCP, which is what we want to see. We want to see something that's not, just SCPs as we've seen them before, MTF squads, those kinds of things, scary monsters. But we do want to see the more humanizing, scary aspects of just the, I guess, overall humanity of monstrosities. Does that make sense? Is that a decent sentence, right?
Yeah, like exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's just really fun to be able to delve into that world, to stay in there while we're filming, while we're writing, while we're talking about it, and then even after this, coming out of it now, even just thinking of what like a great live action SCP something could look like, aka Redacted Season 2, is so much fun to even just like to even just to mull over and talk about with each other. We're SCP nerds, and I think being able to translate that into film is only another part of the exciting conversation.
I think the biggest thing for me, and I'll keep it short and sweet, is I love sci-fi, I love action, I love fantasy, I love a little bit of horror. So all of that combined is kind of SCP in general. And as a filmmaker already working in the industry, there was a lot of times where like I wanted to work on these projects. So like when they came to me with like, hey, let's do SCP Redacted, and like we were like, yeah, let's do it, and they told me the SCPs, I was like, heck yeah, I'll get on board with this. And it was really cool. It was a lot of fun, and that's why I love doing it. It's like, episode 1 we had a creature, episode 2 we had a computer and a couple of creatures, episode 3 we had a guy who was a creature. So it's like every episode had brought something new. And even in season 2, even though we're following one arc, there's gonna be a lot of times where I'm gonna probably be on set and I'm gonna be like, whoa, this is crazy. It's pretty freaking cool. That's all I gotta say. Well, it looks like we got
shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Harley is the goat. Woo-hoo, thank you.
We got
woo.
Harley, we got another donation, so you know what that means. Here we go. Let's do it.
Wait. I need the phone.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Harley?
No.
No?
No. Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. Go. One more time. Hit it again. Woo! Every time we get a dono, watch Malo be silly. That's essentially what we're going to say. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm excited. If there's no more questions about that, let's move on to the next thing. Hey, Dr. Sherman's in our chat. Good to see you, man. Thank you. We could not do this without you, and we really appreciate your help and everything you've done for us. Yeah, Sherm, you've been instrumental to the success of our channel and season 1 specifically. But
yeah, Malo's definitely gonna start stalking Sherm.
yeah, Site 42, watch
I'm
out.
sure Malo already is.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to get into the rest of the night. We're going to hang out. If you have more questions, drop them in the chat. If you want to see Malo do silly things and dance and ooh-woo and stuff, donate on the Seed and Spark. Do the Rose stuff, the donation stuff on TikTok. It all helps out, and it's all going towards Redacted Season 2.
If somebody donates $50, I'll do the cinnamon challenge in the mask.
Oh no, just 50? That's what you said? All right, you heard it here first, folks. If someone donates $50.
15.
15? That's all it takes for you to do the cinnamon challenge in the Malo mask? That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's not worth it.
Not at all, yeah.
Your choice.
It's all worth it.
Okay, so we are going to talk about our favorite SCPs, and then we're going to talk about our favorite live-action SCPs, and then we're going to watch our favorite live-action SCPs with Malo and our MTF guy and our researcher.
Yeah, MTF guy.
Yeah, MTF guy.
You're talking about Fat Man and the cat?
Oh, there's a cat behind it. Yeah.
He's sleeping, though.
Christian, on your vertical, you're a little off-center, my guy.
Yeah, I wanted to show the cat.
Yeah, I understand. It's all good. All right, so
cute.
Christian Hoffman.
Yes.
You're up first. Let's talk about so much pressure. Let's talk about your favorite SCP.
Yeah. Are we starting with the wiki?
Yeah. What is your favorite SCP, my guy?
I want to pull it up. I like just going here every so often. If you've seen season 1 of Redacted, specifically episode 5, you will already be familiar with this in some ways, because that's a big part of how we chose what we wanted to do in season 1. Was like, hey, what's everybody's just favorite SCP? What's an SCP that you've always wanted to like see adapted to the screen, or whatever it is. And so SCP 4205 is one of my favorite SCPs of all time, and it is very interesting, just like the concept of it, but also it was the first SCP that I ever came across that had something like very different about its presentation. Specifically, if you go to the wiki and you load up 4205, it takes a while to load. Mine still isn't done, but it's like this little simulation of a computer terminal, which is great because that's how the information in universe is stored. Basically, some guy named Wade sees these eyes reflected in his computer and immediately dies. This has been happening for a long time, but they didn't really know anything about it until the eyes happened to be reflected in a computer screen, which, because it is like an electrical phenomenon that fries people's brains whenever they look at it, because it was in the computer, it was able to store the data that was going on in his mind when he was dying very quickly. But to him it felt like an excruciatingly long time as he slowly but quickly deteriorated. And just that whole concept of making the user experience and the the in-universe experience one and the same was really, really nice. And that's part of what the wiki is all about. You're supposed to be reading these files, and in cases like this you get something just a little bit more exciting, a little bit more interesting, a new way to tell a story. And that's it's just so inspiring, and that's why it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it is really cool. I mean, there's a lot of really cool SCP files on the SCP wiki. It is the fact that they spent not just the time to create this story and to pour their heart into it, but to spend all of this time creating this little computer terminal to tell the story. It is a storytelling device. So I highly recommend you read it. It is really good, as well as watch season 1 of Redacted, episode 5, which is our interpretation of this SCP that we could pull off in a short film. You know, obviously it's a lot denser than that. It's a lot harder. We had a very small budget, so we did the best that we could. So I would highly recommend checking it out.
We also changed the medium a little bit. Instead of it being like a CRT, it was instead a camcorder, like an early digital camcorder that our character was carrying around, and her experience of seeing the eyes was kept in that essentially. And so that's why instead of, you know, a bunch of text describing the events on a computer, it is, you know, recorded thing. So it's perhaps less obvious in the film version, but you are seeing what the Foundation personnel are seeing in that like middle 80% of it. Obviously, the beginning when she first arrives and the end when it's Mark talking to the O5 Council are, you know, kind of, you know, more directly just storytelling. But the whole thing is actually, if you were, you know, like Chris, a researcher at the Foundation, this is what you would be watching, you know, post that event happening, or if you ever wanted to dig up the file and go through it.
Yeah, it's really cool. Awesome sauce. Check it out. Check out Redacted Season 1, Episode 5 on our channel, and also soon to be reaction off of Dr. Sherman, Site 42's channel. His reaction is hilarious. Yeah, really cool. Now, let's get to Malo. Harley, I mean Malo. Let's talk about your favorite SCP and what that looks like. Go ahead and tell everyone what that is.
Well, canonically, I think Malo does have a favorite SCP, but Harley, my favorite SCP has always been 2030. For any of you who know what SCP 2030 is, and for those of you who don't, it's called Laugh is Fun. I've been attached to this one since the very beginning. It's one of the first ones that I really enjoyed. And especially when we got down to the nitty-gritty conversation of, man, what do we want to include in Season 1? It was something that we couldn't exactly pull off in Season 1. But Laugh is Fun has always been super fun, super cool for me. Laugh is fun. Laugh, 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 laugh. As the host of the TV show would tell you, but basically, it's a phenomenon. It's a show presenting phenomenon. So it's a SCP that presents itself as a show. We're currently unsure about where the actual signal is coming from, but it's been in circulation in public broadcasting since about like the 70s. And basically, there's a host, Laffy McLafferson. We haven't seen his face yet. Maybe we will one day. But it's a riff on classic prank TV shows. So the ones where they grab the camera, like, bro, calm down. Look, you're on a prank show. Look, there's the camera. Basically, us here talking on this live stream. If I started just throwing up bees started flying out of my ears, my nose, or birds started pecking their way out of my chest and or stomach. That just happens. We're talking, you go, Malo, what about your favorite? I go, and there's bees coming out of my mouth and eyes and nose and every orifice. And then a man comes off the side of the screen here and goes, hey, everybody, you're on Laugh is Fun. And we all immediately understand, everybody in the room who is currently experiencing the phenomena understands who Laffy McLafferson is and why we're even here on this show. So whatever rooms we're in, wherever space you're in, instantly becomes a set. It all gets pulled back. You're in front of a live studio audience, and you can't stop laughing. And we're all happy to be here. Bees in my mouth.
If y'all didn't know, Harley's the one who wrote and directed episode 3 of season 1 of Redacted, which is the most extravagant episode. So he seems to have a theme of what he enjoys as an SCP consumer.
Definitely.
Well, you know, I mean, literally, I think one of the big things is it's just like I enjoy SCPs that really interact with the public a lot, that aren't entirely contained, because there are containment measures out for SCP 2030, right? The containment measures, I forgot what they're called. It should be on the actual file. But in any case, there are containment measures. They are currently shutting down every single broadcast. Laugh is Fun has gone from being on public access television to going on YouTube to being on Netflix now, to being in VHS blockbuster stores and DVD, counters, back when you had to find it that way. But it changes itself to the most popular media, So if you guys get if you guys see a new Netflix show called Laugh Is Something, if it's Laugh Is Anything, guys, please watch it. But no, it's very fun. These SCPs that really, break, break the idea of reality, and our plane of existence is simply just another plane of existence that they, as anomalous beings, can exist upon in the same area, yet go back and forth into. There's a couple other ones that I have on my roster, but 2030 definitely takes the cake for me.
Yeah, it's funny because I know, Harley, some of your favorites that you talk about a lot. So, again, all of them are quirky and funny, just like you, my guy. But you know what we got, Harley? While you were talking, we got another donation. So I think it's time. Time. $3. Let's do it.
I wish we had a better loop of it.
I know.
Last one.
Oh, Malo fell. Don't look.
Oh.
Don't look. There it is. Yes. Thank you. Oh. Thank you for the donation. Any amount counts. For those who are just joining in, share the Seed and Spark link. Donate. Any amount helps. Sharing it helps even more. Tell your friends, tell your family. We cannot do it without you guys. We will stay on this live a lot
Until we've raised $100,000.
until we raise $100,000. Yes.
Not today.
We want to reach 10,000 by the end of the week. That would be amazing, and we'd be in a really good spot.
Take the fursuit off. Please release me from my prison.
Yes.
If you've never been on a movie set, you're getting a first-hand glimpse into what being a prosthetics-wearing, costume-wearing actor is like. You are dying, quite literally, the entire time.
Yeah.
But you've got to do it for like 6 to 10 to 12 to plus hours every single day.
Or you're just Harley and you're always dying on set because that's just...
Yeah, again, this is his everyday outfit.
Yes.
He walks around either completely naked or wearing this. There's no in between.
TMI. All right, my turn. What's my favorite SCP at the moment? It changes a lot. It does change a lot. But this one is my favorite SCP. It's a classic. Everyone knows it. Everyone talks about it. Hold on. Let me change the screen. I'm multitasking. Here it is. SCP-035. For those who don't know the lore of Christopher Henley, I used to be a theater person. I started in theater. I worked in theater. And then I made the switch to film. So this, to me, instantly drawn. The idea that the comedy and tragedy mask will possess people is pretty freaking cool. So this has a lot of potential to be a really good live action. There are a few live action shorts out there about or using SCP-035, but I would love to take a crack at it in the near future, which I actually might be thinking about doing here soon. But
I wish that you had said that this was going to be like put this in the chat beforehand, because I would have gone and grabbed the mask. We have it.
We do have the mask. It is somewhere in our many props. But yeah,
I know exactly where it is right now.
SCP-035. The idea that this mask has existed for a long time and that it can possess you not just by physically wearing it, but also like convince you to put it on just from being near it is really cool. I also love the lore of when the mask interacts with the Plague Doctor and that whole timeline, if you want to call it, that whole story. Yeah, they become friends. I think it's super cool. The idea that the mask can choose to consume the human body it's attached to or slowly consume it or do it really fast. It's just really cool. It's a really cool SCP. The idea that something that can possess you, that's existed for a really long time, so it knows history. It consumes all knowledge of its host. So in theory, it literally could know everything. It's just a really cool concept. And if it wasn't so evil, I think the Foundation could use it for a lot of interesting...
Arguably, it is not evil. It is neutral.
And neutral evil.
That's a tough argument.
Arguably, it is neutral.
I don't know about that one. If Sherman's still in the chat, I would love to know his opinion. Is it neutral, evil, or
cares about what happens to other people around it? I think it only cares about what it wants. You know.
You know what? There's some very interesting commentary to be had here. Its very nature is destructive to the things around it, but isn't all life? Isn't creation itself destruction?
Isn't oxygen?
Yeah.
Hold on really quick, guys. I gotta verify our TikTok live is not spam. There we go. Cool. We're still live. Yeah, no, I'm really excited about this. I don't want to get people too hyped about this if they are excited about this one, but I do want to make a short about this one here very soon because we already have the mask, and it could be a really fun story to play with. Yeah, I mean, like,
either like an in-between, just like a standalone thing, or, you know, maybe this could end up being like Redacted Season 3 or something.
Season 3? We're already talking about Season 3?
I mean, we've mentioned it before. We have like 5+ seasons planned out where things just keep getting bigger and crazier and all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, the idea that this, like, the mask could be like a metaphorical bomb, right? You could put it in a box, wrap it up, put it in someone's house. It would literally whisper to them to get them to come and open the box, and then possess. Like, it could literally be a bot, like, essentially to kill people. It's a really interesting concept to play with. But
I hate to say this, Harley, but you do owe us 2 things now. We just got a $20 donation on the Seedens part.
No, there it is. Hey, Malo dancing. Yeah, again. Woo, woo. Keep going.
Last one. Now, I believe you owe us a little bit of
I think you said $15, my guy.
You brought it down.
Thank you so much. I will be right back. I wasn't ready for this.
Well, while you do that, I don't know why Harley did that, but Malo, aka Harley, aka Malo, if you donate $15, he'll do the cinnamon challenge with the mask on. Malo will do the cinnamon challenge. Why he said that, I don't know. Appreciate the donation. It's small amounts of donations here and there that keep building that will get us Season 2. I'm so excited.
We have an answer from Sherm about the mask. He says, going with neutral evil, it's not particularly chaotic or lawful, as it is simply self-interested, as far as I know from the research. Yeah, I think maybe Chris or Harley even kind of mentioned that at one point. Yeah. It's not, you know, malicious. I mean, it kind of is. It's definitely evil. I don't think we can really argue about that. It's evil. It wants to eat people. It's bad that it's humans and that they're sentient. You could make a lot of, you know, different arguments about where the line that you can draw there is. But, yeah. Thank you for your input. I think I agree.
Yeah, I agree. There's this really funny meme that I always kept on my phone, and I would ask people of, like, what are you? Are you evil, neutral, chaotic, good, whatever? And it was like French fries. How you dip your French fries in ketchup. And, like, I was always a chaotic neutral. Or no, what was I? No, I was evil. Neutral evil, I think. Yeah.
I drizzle ketchup on all the fries.
Oh, no.
And then I do a pocket of ranch on the side that I dip the ones that I want ranch in to have ranch.
All right, Malo.
He does do that.
All right. I can't believe he's doing this. All right. Let me, Harley. No one's going to get hurt in this act. I promise.
I didn't have cinnamon, so I used chili powder instead.
Every $15 or more donation, he's going to do the cinnamon challenge. As
Also,
Malo.
I have cinnamon if you want some.
I'm gonna put, no, this is cinnamon. Whatever. Yeah, let's do it.
It's a big spoon.
Should I pull
Too.
the mask down after?
What?
Should I pull the mask down after I put it in my mouth?
Yes, but don't ruin it.
No guarantees.
I paid a lot of money.
Oh
for
no. All right, Harley.
Oh my god! Holy cow!
And Malo
And he's
is
gone.
officially gone. I don't think you should ever do that again. The things we do to make season 2, people. The things we do to make season 2.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's great. Great times. Great times. So
All right, so Chris, you're up next. You're the next cinnamon challenge doer.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I did not. Nope, that has not happened. I'll show you a dog. How about that? If someone
I'll show you a
donates,
cat right now.
oh, if someone donates $25 or more, I will bring my dog onto the stream, and you can enjoy Nico for. Play it up, buddy. Play it up.
Oh, I don't think he is. Chris, have you ever done it?
No. All right.
Oh, is
It's
that-
actually awful.
Yeah, I know. I've heard horror stories. All right. Well, we're just being silly now, which is great, right? Hopefully that keeps the viewers. Next thing on our docket, Harley, you good? You got some water?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
He's fine.
He's fine. He's
I'm
fine.
gonna just go back to business as usual.
All right. So,
Also, everybody new in the chat.
yeah, hello. Welcome.
You're getting a lot of salutes.
Yes, you are. Okay, so now we're going to talk about our favorite live action content from the SCP community. We are live action SCP content creators, so we want to talk about other people's stuff because other people's stuff is also very good.
Yeah.
So,
Other people's stuff is part of the reason that we got into this in the first place.
honestly, yes, 100%. And we're actually going to review and watch one of them that was a big influence on us doing this. So that all being said, before we do that, if you're new to the chat, new to everything, we are crowdfunding season 2 live action SCP Redacted Montauk. We already have a season 1 on our YouTube channel. Go check it out. But now we're doing season 2. We have a lot of great content on our TikTok. A lot of fun stuff was posted in the last couple days. Check it out. If you donate or you can't donate, if you can't donate, at least share. Spread the word. We really want to get this made, and I know the fans do too. I know we're asking for a lot, but we have very large ambitions. So if you donate in the middle of the stream, Malo might do something really nice for you down there.
Chris, what was your dog's name again?
Nico.
What did you say?
Why?
There was a question in the chat.
Oh, Nico.
You said Malo will do something for you down there? That's not.
No.
I didn't hear those, you guys.
On my Discord, Malo's below me. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Malo will do something for you if you donate. So please donate. Any amount counts. $5, $3, $1. Just a share. Just a like. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your dog. Tell your Nico.
Oh, what is...
Oh,
Oh my god. Chris, something happened.
Oh, we got a donation on the
yes,
YouTube
this-
channel.
This is
On
what
the
big time movie people do.
Yes, this is how you get things made.
All right. Well, Harley, I think I know what time it is.
Thank you, unknown.
Harley,
Uh,
do the thing.
$24.
Here we go.
Wait. I don't know where I put the spoon.
Just go directly.
Well, not
in
that
your
thing.
mouth.
I was saying do the other thing, the less dangerous thing. You don't need to do that again.
I'm gonna do both.
All right, here we go. 3, 1,
All
2,
right.
3, go.
That's fun.
Good job.
You know, it's not as bad. I think I actually swallowed it that time.
That's
Nice.
impressive.
Nice.
That's where it gets hard.
Yeah. Thank you, Unknown, for the donation on Lot One's YouTube. Appreciate it. That is going straight to the crowdfunding campaign. Again, the crowdfunding campaign is in the links, in the descriptions, in all the places, in the chat. If someone will post it in the chat, that'd be great. In the chat. Already did. Cool. Everywhere. Do it on there. There's great incentives. If you donate a certain amount, you get a cool incentive. If you donate $500, Dr. Sherman from Site 42 will do a personalized video just for you. Yeah. Check it out.
2 people have already donated that amount or more.
Yes, this is very true. We got a big donor already, so we appreciate everything and anything. If you can't donate, at least share, tell your friends, fans of SCP. We appreciate it. Any amount counts. That's how we're gonna get there. What are you laughing at, Christian?
My stream is behind, so Harley on my screen just put the powder in his mouth again. So I get to live it twice, which is so much fun. So much fun.
No one was hurt in the making of this live stream. I promise.
Yeah. Unlike Harley, who is cursed to be heard on every set that he is ever on.
That is the lore.
Without fail.
Every set we do, he gets hurt.
Yeah.
All right. So back to the main stuff. If you want to donate, Malo will dance for you. So please check it out. We're going to review our favorite live action SCPs. Actually, before we do that, can anyone guess maybe one? There's 3 of them. Each of us chose our favorite. Someone guess one of our favorite live action SCP content while I bring it up and get it ready. No, Harley or Christian, you cannot guess.
Wow.
I know, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Go ahead and put a guess in the chat while I set this up, and we're not going anywhere. We're gonna watch these, and we're gonna talk about it before.
On my other account, and
There's so much cinnamon here.
yeah, you gotta pick,
It's
clean
all
it up.
over. Oh.
All right. Oh, you know what? I just realized I essentially gave it away. Nobody look.
did you flash it on the live stream?
It's just on the tabs at the top. All right, Christian, what's your favorite live action SCP content?
My favorite live action SCP content, besides Redacted Season 1, is SCP Overlord.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Why Overlord, Christian? Let's get into that a little bit. I actually want to know.
Pretty big one, pretty famous as far as it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's probably like one of the biggest, at least just in terms of views. It might even still be the top. And that is what made it easy to find. Because before then, I had watched like the Volgans readings and a lot of other like smaller things of just people like doing little animations, drawing pictures and posting them online of their favorite SCPs, games like Containment Breach and just all kinds of stuff like that. And then I came across, this little YouTube video with a couple million views on it. And while I'm pretty sure it's not about any specific SCP, it is still set in that universe and gives like that kind of vibe super, super well. It could be a whole TV show. It could be a whole movie. It just has such high focused production quality and really, really good, very cinematic storytelling. And this is, again, I think the first live action SCP thing that I ever saw. And it's the one that, because I like movies, I like watching and like making movies. It was the first one that kind of connected these two disparate things in my head. And I was like, oh, wow. There's a lot that you can do here. Because, again, this is just like some random thing that is set in the SCP universe that's kind of copying a lot of the like major like themes and visuals of a particular subsection of the fandom, and then just really like dialing it up to 11, making you feel all kinds of like terror and excitement and tension and anticipation, and again, just super inspiring. I like things that make me think I want to do that, and Overlord did that.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to say from a producer standpoint. There's something to say about choosing a topic within the SCP universe that can hit multiple audiences, not just SCP fans, but people who just like action films or, that type of content. And so I think it does both. It does both really, really well. And it is very inspiring, which, we saw it was capable then. Why can't it be capable now? And yeah, so here we go. Let's watch it. We are going to live react, commentate. So if there's ever a point where someone, Christian, you want to say something or talk about it, just let us know. I'll stop it.
How are we doing this?
I understand. Yes. I'm going to watch it live with, yeah.
So we're just going to watch you watch it, or?
Yeah, you are going to watch
We're all going to say 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, we're on to say 3, 2, 1, go. So you better pull it up. Didn't think that far. This live thing is new, you know. Yeah. Overlord. Harley, you got it ready? Molly, you got it ready?
Boy, am I watching it independently? Me?
Yeah, we're gonna watch it together.
I have to pull it up and watch it. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I was more comfortable with the idea of watching you watch it.
Okay, cool. That works too. Yeah, and if you want to donate. Remember, Mala will do crazy tricks if you donate money to the crowdfunding campaign.
I will attempt to do a backflip for the next person who sends $25.
Whoa.
That will actually kill you.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
I can do it, actually. I believe deep within myself that I can.
Thank you for the follow on the TikTok. Really appreciate it. Again, if you want to donate, Seed and Spark, links are everywhere in the descriptions, in the cards, in the scan the QR code. Check it out. If you can't donate, totally understand. Sharing it is just as important. We appreciate you guys for all that you do and supporting us. And here we go. We are going to live react to SCP Overlord as Christian's favorite live action content. So let me pull that up. Here we go.
When you're ready, we'll do a countdown. It'll be great.
Yes.
There was chia seeds in the cinnamon that I used.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead and watch.
I see a triangle.
I also see a triangle. You know, like, also just from, like, an independent filmmaking standpoint, the idea that there's also, like, it's very professionally done, right? The logos, the editing, the audio, it's all very, very well done, which I always appreciate for any live action.
The man you're looking at is Ethan Pender, a figure within a New Age religious movement known as the New Transcendentalists. His farmstead has since become a commune for the primary thought leaders with around 9 total members. This movement was suspected of organizing chemical attacks all across New England in the early 2010s.
Set the tone super well.
Additionally, there have been many strange disappearances loosely associated with the movement.
Yeah, it
All
definitely
suspected,
sets the tone.
Nothing confirmed. The past 3 months, there have been a dozen missing persons across Franklin, Berkshire, and Hampton with no clear offender, but given that this was happening in the cult's backyard, he and his friends are suspects. 12 hours ago, the Hampshire County Sheriff's Department received a call from a man they believed to be in danger.
I'm having so many issues. Can you not live stream it, Chris?
Until he handed this picture to the authorities. This sighting is presumed to be Sarah Morrison, one of 9 missing persons associated
Negative,
with the case.
Ghost Rider.
Our agent within the department informed us
What the
that
people,
this
the people at home are supposed to.
of emergency requiring immediate action. Any
Just think about it with your head, you
personnel
guys.
contact
Come over
or
here, just
mention
come
of
over
this
here.
photo has since been detained and given amnestic treatment. However,
Oh, you
the clock
right?
is still ticking. The Foundation has seen fit to sanction a raid on the Pender commune.
Your
It's not gonna be
objective
over here, though.
is to recce the commune, assess for any anomalous activity, and secure the property for a containment team. Any persons
There's, like,
on-site are
no good
detained
solution.
during
Never mind, I'm
in
watching.
accordance with the ROE. No anomalous activity is found, you will exfil an RTB. Epsilon 6 will be our primary entry and inner cordon team, while our friends from New 7 will provide the outer cordon, short-range artillery and air support, including ISR, which comms will be bouncing off of. New 7 will also fill our QRF alongside specialists from
You know, I think it's worth saying that anything that really incorporates this strong kind of MTF vibe, especially going into it, you see, like, you know, I think aspects of the SCP community, you know, you have a decent amount of everybody. You have the people who are here for the science of it all. You have the people who are here for the, you know, badass reaction of it all, and you know, the MTF heads, right? No shame, no disses, no nothing like that. But, you know, I really love, you know, I don't know how he was able to do it, but apparently he was able to get the budget for 2 helicopters. That's pretty impressive.
Yep. I assume that those are probably CG.
No.
It's been so long since I watched the behind the scenes. I don't know if they cover that.
They do a little bit. Let's just appreciate that whole intro sequence, right? The idea that like you can set the tone in the span of how many 3 minutes while also showing the credits of everyone who worked on it. It's just really, really well done in that sense. So like I don't know what else to say other than like that is a masterclass of like the opening credit crawl being part of setting the tone of the film, and it's really well done. You got all the information you need to know. It's super fast, it's intense, the music's heavy, and then boom, slows down. And it's just quiet.
Civilian. Just a hole here now. No way to
And
determine
then we
the
get our boys in, and they drop a glow stick down a hole.
Yep.
Hey, ain't nothing better than that.
Unknown.
Genuinely terrifying.
The way Seed and Spark works, if you want to donate, you don't have to donate to a specific tier. You can just give the $25, or $2, or $1, or $3. It doesn't matter. Specifically in Seed and Spark, not on YouTube. You have to go to the link in the chat or the description. Go to Seed and Spark and make the donation there.
Hold out your hand.
Telling you, Cicero, another day at the office.
About what? Maybe we're being invaded. Audrey's learned to dig to America. Hey, Kolinsky, what's the scoop? Command get back to you about it?
So I watched
There's
them.
a lot of personality to all of their MTF guys, which is part of what has always drawn me to this side of things. Is that these are like the best of the best. They get to, you know, they get to do and be who they want to be in this role, because that's, you know, kind of part of why they are here, is because who they are is good enough to, you know, prevent the end of the world, or, you know, do crazy things.
Yeah. Oh, Harley, we're gonna pause this. You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
4:57.
Was it a $50 donation that I had to do
a
backflip for, or-
$25 donation. Heck yeah. It's time. Here we go. You ready?
No.
No? Thank you for the $25 donation. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And
are you ready, bud?
go. Yeah. If you donate, Malo will dance for you. Yeah. Look at Malo go. Dance. $25 pledge. Yeah. Hit up the links in the description. Seed and Spark. Season 2 of Redacted cannot be made without you. You, the people. Someone's asking, Harley, would $25 count towards a backflip? Or sorry, $50 count towards a backflip?
Yeah.
$50.
You gotta try it. You gotta try
What
it.
a $50. If we get a $50,
If you donate $50, I will backflip right here.
there it is.
They did say Target gift card.
Oh, I didn't see that. No, sorry, not Target gift card. It's got to be direct donation.
Oh no.
Direct donation. All right, back to reviewing Overlord, which is Christian's favorite live action content at the moment. That is. So, Christian, I want to talk about a little bit when you talked about they each have their own personality. What is it specifically that each of them, how do they do that? Let's talk about from a filmic standpoint. Why, where are you getting that from?
It comes from a couple of places. First, they all have, like, they're just all dressed very differently. It's not, like, full, like completely black tactical gear like you'll see in a lot of, like, MTF stuff. Like, if you go to conventions and you meet an SCP fan or something like that. And I'm sure part of that is just, like, they didn't have the money to get, like, full tactical gear for everybody. Because they did make this with only, I think, like, $20,000 or $25,000. But also, I would imagine a bigger part of that is wanting to be able to tell the characters apart on screen, but also, like, you know, let their personality shine. So that way when they have conflicts with each other later on potentially. You know, when the heat pops off and they got to make tough decisions and people don't always agree. You know, it helps to know who these people are beforehand. They also have like different paint on their masks. Some of them have like slightly different gear, and it just says a lot with very little about what this person does, what they're good at, how they see themselves, kind of like in this world of, you know, combat for, you know, the sake of the Foundation. And you really just get a lot from very little. They don't call any of this stuff out, really. They just say, here's the guys, let's watch them do their thing.
Yep. I would like to point out, Harley, you did say for $25 you would do a flip.
You did.
You did, and they're calling you out for it right now as we speak. So we're gonna pause this, and you're gonna have to do this for the people.
Okay. For you. All right. Now, when I said earlier that I know how to do a backflip, I have a rough idea, approximation of what goes into a backflip.
I've seen videos of people doing backflips before, you know?
I've done a backflip before. I've done a backflip before, but I gotta say, never really attempted it here. Can I do it on my bed?
Yeah, I would do it on your bed.
Yeah.
Set safety. Yeah, for sure.
If you get hurt.
I take the mask off.
That will fall off, so yeah, I'd say...
Oh.
If we ever want to use that Malo mask again, he can't, unfortunately, he can't wear it during the backflip, but he is still furry
also,
Malo.
I'm pretty sure we've said this in BTS things before, but in order to make the body of the Malo costume, we had to buy a gorilla suit, except they didn't have an adult-sized one. So that is a child-sized gorilla suit that we
You
ripped
mean
apart.
I'm a child-sized gorilla suit wearer?
Yep, he's a child-sized man.
Okay.
No.
All right, here we go.
All right. I am ready to run in there if something terrible happens, which I am expecting.
I had to stop my fan because my fan was rolling.
Do it.
Wait.
Malo's gonna do a backflip. Or flip. We didn't say backflip. It was a flip.
Oh, he just has overflow
I can
playing
go
in the background.
no problem.
Let's see it.
I'll do a front flip
No,
to
no,
show you that I can do it.
He did.
You did do it. All right, now do your backflip. Do it.
This is gonna be bad. I'm gonna break my bed.
Well.
Oh my god. Okay.
He's freaking out.
I'm thinking about it too much. Thinking about it too much.
Malo. Aw, yay! You did it. Was it anticlimactic? Sure, but it was still a backflip.
Thanks, guys.
You know, he did better than I probably could have done.
For those of you that don't know, Malo does wear socks.
Okay.
Very true.
All right. Well, Harley or Malo, for $50, what are you offering the people?
What?
For $50, what are you offering the people? Yeah, I'll let you think on it. We'll go back to Overlord. Think on it. If someone donates $50, Malo will do something crazy.
I'll take suggestions in the chat, please, for $50. I feel like I should stop coming up with these.
Remember, links in all the descriptions. Go to Seed and Spark, donate to Season 2. We want to get to $10,000 by the end of the week. By the end of the week.
Oh, I just realized my voice is still in the right screen.
There he goes. All right, we're gonna go back to Overlord.
Classic Harley.
Classic Harley. Hurting
I'm at
himself.
exactly 7 minutes. Are you around there?
I am exactly 7 minutes. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I agree with you. I think they did a really good job of making them distinct, and I feel like they needed to do that for something like this because there's so much character development and things happening that you have to know who is who. Otherwise, it would get very confusing if they were all wearing the same color, same patches.
I really love this opening sequence before they get to the house. How they just kind of like step by step, like amp up the tension to like, holy cow, what's happening? Because you know that there's like a spooky cult that these military guys are being sent to investigate. And then there's, you know, big hole. Don't know what that's for. Creepy. Put a glow stick down there. Don't see the bottom. All right, let's keep going. And then all the missing people posters are posted in the forest, and it's like, wow, did they know that we were gonna walk through here? That's really disturbing. But I guess we got to be ready for anything. We're already here, and now they're walking past this like burning idol thing, which is even worse. I think there might be something at my door.
Okay.
Now it's gone.
I will continue to speak. Yeah, no, I also like have to call out the practical effects. You can't go wrong with practical smoke, practical fire. It's really good. Like even when we're talking about like we want to tell like stories about the people who are affected by SCPs. But like even this, like, yeah, you're not doing that directly. It is a little bit more action heavy, you know, bang bang shoot 'em up, but like it's still really, 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 really good. And the storytelling, because you're able to tell who is who, the effects are good, the cinematography is good. It's clear that they learned from their past productions of Dollhouse and 096 and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I think basically what we're doing is we're saying there's a reason why this is the #1 most watched live action SCP content, to my knowledge, even if it's just bang bang shoot 'em up, because it is done very well.
Oh yeah, no, I can
Also,
do
isn't
I can do cartwheel for $100. Yeah,
That's true. It isn't. It isn't. Yeah.
I'll do 3 cartwheels for $100. That's nothing.
3 cartwheels for $100, guys. Go to the Seed and Spark. Mala will do
3 cartwheels for $100.
But you guys gotta do them too. Come on, we don't do cartwheels here. Come on.
I've never done a cartwheel in my entire life. I don't think I can do one now in my room.
No, this is even better. This is even better. That was my first attempted like public backflip. So.
You said you had done a backflip before.
Public.
And then it gets intense.
You know, I will say though, anybody out there who's a fan of Call of Duty or any of those kinds of like, you know, heavily inspired military projects, even like, you know, short films and stuff like that. I think one of the fun parts, I think bringing it back to it again, something that I enjoy about it, like all the characters, especially since they're in MTF gear and their faces are hidden, is that, yeah, like I do inevitably care more because I've heard their voices and because I kind of know who they are.
Okay. So, boys, we have a challenge. If we can stay live streaming for the 2-hour mark, we all 3 of us have to attempt a cartwheel at the same time.
That's just the end of Overlord.
I know. And they'll donate $100 or $125. $125. Yep. I'll do it. I'm forewarning y'all. It's not gonna be pretty, and it's not gonna be good.
Legs in the air.
I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm gonna break something. My room is not that big, but I'll do it. I'll do it. The cat's not in here, so he's not gonna get hurt.
Yep, we'll do it. We'll do it. If we're still here and we see that dono come in, we'll do it.
You know, I just got up to the live stream where I did the backflip right now on my other screen, and I'm very scared.
Hey, just as a heads up too, guys, our delay on the YouTube stream is pretty hefty. I think it's like 30 seconds right now. So we're not ignoring you. We're just finishing our thought, and we'll get to you. There's also a lot happening, so please keep it coming. We'll respond, I promise.
Yeah, guys, throw some questions out at us too if you have anything you know, that you're curious about or that you just want to ask about. Let us know.
So a lot happened in Overlord right now while we were talking.
Hang on to that. Go check out
I know from
5 times I'd be a little concerned.
Yeah, I love watching BTS, and I watched a lot of the BTS on this, and this was all shot in the same house including the intro scene in the like basement or whatever, like an Airbnb or something, and I think it was like 4 or 5 days. And the idea is that the cast and crew stayed in the house that they were shooting in. So production-wise, that was really smart because they were able to double up on it. But yeah, there's a lot of. I would highly recommend going in watching the BTS. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, at the moment cannot shoot action like this. I would need to bring someone in to help me. So I'm really excited for season 2 because we're gonna do that.
The whole warehouse sequence of rescuing the women from the cult in the first place is in some ways probably inspired by Overlord and things like it, because they just are the best version of like MTF militaries type stuff in the SCP fandom.
Okay, I just want to clarify really quick, because it's hard to keep up in the chat. Really quick, just confirm with us, Alyssa. If we do 3 cartwheels, so each of us do one at the same time, you'll donate $125. Do we need to do that right now, or is it after you're off of work? Which one? Because we'll stop. We'll do it right now. It'll happen.
Deal was before they got off work.
I think it is if we're still live when they get off work, they'll send $100 as long as we agree to do cartwheels when that happens. From what I understand.
No, I think we have to do the cartwheels in order to get the 125. So it's even a question of whether or not they'll even send it, but I'm willing to take the risk.
Why?
Fair enough, fair enough.
He put a weapon on us.
Yeah, we kind of broke into his house, Kolinsky.
He could have figured us for cops. If we're going off his publicly available doctrine, there's no reason.
Now, I do know, too, that a big reason... Well, not a big reason why they use the mask, but all of this dialogue is done in post. ADR. They did not record sound live on set, which, honestly, filming live action probably helped out a lot because it is easier to give your actors direction as it's happening.
Especially in those masks, like, we would not be able to hear them very clearly. I'm even surprised that we've been able to hear Harley pretty well through his through the Malo mask.
Yeah.
That's
all right, boys. It looks like the request is right now.
It's a good thing I'm wearing a helmet. All right, I'm pausing.
Where am I gonna do this at?
I have even less room than you. You'll actually, that might not be.
Okay. We'll do it right now. You're watching on YouTube, so you do have the full screen. TikTok and Shorts, I'm sorry. I know it's smaller screens. You may not be able to see the whole thing. I'm going to hurt myself.
Try to frame it in the middle, guys. It's fine.
I also, forewarning, I'm in my PJs. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I did not put on the full MTF costume.
He's on his break. The live stream is his break. Yeah.
MTF, even the shorts?
Yep. Okay, we'll do it. Here we go. I gotta take. We won't be able to hear, so I'll give a signal 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go. Try to stay as center frame as possible, obviously, for those TikTok and. All right, here we go, people.
Wait, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Wait, I have a better idea for this. Here, one sec.
I don't know how to do a cartwheel. I'm putting that out there right now, so it's probably going to be terrible.
Okay, just keep your legs straight. Keep them in the air. Do not bend your legs. That is the death of a good cartwheel. That's a cartwheel. Okay.
Oh my god, you're moving. Malo's moving.
Yeah. Just so you guys can see me better. Don't worry about this. I'm putting up a poster. Oh.
Okay. Christian, are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna do the fingers 1, 2, and 3. I'll go 1, 2, 3. On 3, we go. Harley, you can hear us. I can't hear it because I got headphones. So.
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm scared. This is for $125.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Count down.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go. Are we ready? Put my pants up. Okay. It's gonna be so bad. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Why did you do the second one? Never mind. That second one was bad. I can only do it to the right.
Oh wait, I went first. Did you do it?
Oh.
Did that count? I don't know how to do this. It's Harley alive. There's Malo alive.
It sounds like he's in pain.
I hurt my shovel on the third one. I hit a box that was in the corner.
You did 3?
I did 3.
I guess you did promise to do 3.
I did 2 2/4. No, I did like 2 2/3. So I almost did a full one. So
my tailbone hurts so bad.
I committed and it didn't go well.
Mine either. I did more of a somersault. I'm actually like kind of embarrassed.
If I had the best cartwheel, please somebody say
you
it,
did.
I need that validation.
You did.
Oh, I just saw it on the live stream. That was beautiful, guys. We did it in sync.
Yay, we got a 125 dono. Woo! Well, not yet, but it's coming.
Best 125 I've ever spent.
Yep. Yep. That was embarrassing. No one share that. Don't share that. Don't clip it. Don't clip it.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna post a short of that.
No, we're not.
You realize that, right?
Hi, Blazing Trails. We are doing a donation-a-thon. So, for our season 2 crowdfunding campaign, if you want to donate to our crowdfunding campaign for season 2 of Redacted live-action SCP, go to the Seed and Spark link. Donate. Links are everywhere. It could be any amount: $1, $5, $10, $25. But we are taking requests. If you donate a certain amount, we will do something silly, and Malo will do something silly.
We've done backflips, front flips, cartwheels, cinnamon challenges.
Cinnamon challenges. Multiple cinnamon challenges.
Hey, if you donate $100, you guys, I'll make a doctor's appointment.
Wait, that took a second to like process exactly what you just said. All right, well, back to Overlord, I guess. Until the next donation, appreciate it. I don't even watch. I just heard a crash and it made me. You're welcome.
You're gonna have to go back and watch that one again.
It was terrible.
The playback, and that was honestly hilarious.
Actually terrible. All right, back to Overlord.
All right.
So,
3, 2, 1,
for those who just joined us, this is Christian's favorite live-action SCP content.
Yep.
It inspired a lot of Redacted, or to make us make Redacted.
Yeah. Live-action SCP stuff. It was one of the first ones that I ever saw, and still stands out as, just super high quality, I guess they're sponsored by Lenovo. I don't know if you also saw that laptop just now.
I wish. Oh no, Amaya saw it. Oh no.
Bing 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 ding 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 ding.
Sector 160 Helios, we've got a flash drive in here with a video
So,
file type
from a producer standpoint, I just want to point out that these kits that they are wearing, these costumes with the guns, probably, I'm gonna guess, because I've done the research for our own projects, probably somewhere around $5,000 per person, unless they got a sponsor who provided it for them. But I would say
they talk about that in the BTS somewhere. I think that they know a guy who provided a lot of it. Maybe even some of the guys in there were like, "Yeah, I got a kit,"
Nice. I think
I'm watching the cartwheels right now, you guys.
A big reason why I enjoy this one too is it is a little bit of a slow burn. You have that intense beginning where they're prepping for the mission. It's done really well. Then it slows down. They're going through the forest. Then they clear the building the first time. They go through it. It's a little bit more fast-paced. There's some action. And then it slows down again. Like a good live-action short for indie, it does that, right? We want to see it go fast, slow, fast, slow. We don't want it to just be consistently fast the whole time.
Yeah. If it's one speed, even if it's super fast the entire time, you're going to get tired. You're going to, kind of lose focus a little bit. And so you want to kind of ramp up and ramp down to have people go along this roller coaster journey with you. Also, we just got into the camcorder segment of it. I love this part. This is so much fun. It's the team figuring out on the fly, okay, there's something going on here. What happened before we got here? Where are the people that we came looking for? and then they find this camcorder, and it's like, okay,
It's the camera,
cool.
not infrared.
Maybe
How do
that's
we
the
use this?
anomaly.
What is the intent?
A
Is
part
this
of
a
it.
trap? You know?
Or a trick.
And it's so cool, so smart.
Helios, this is Sector 1-1. Requesting to use
Blazing Trails, yes, John, you can. If you, I mean, we have to accept it, but if you're like, hey, I want you to do this and I'll give you X amount, if we say, yeah, it's gonna happen. We just did cartwheels. Well, some of us did one of us did cartwheels for 125 bucks.
Which chat is this in?
This is YouTube Shorts.
YouTube Shorts, okay. I don't have that one pulled up right now.
Yeah, I like the camera aspect. It does, for a filmic standpoint, it does add a really nice layer to, like the discoverability of the storyline.
Yeah, and even just from like physical storytelling, it grants a whole new like subject to the filmmakers to be able to, like reframe a scene, because not only can you have just these guys walking down the hallway. In the shot, at least that I'm watching right now. But then you also get to see, like from the earlier scene where he's discovering how it works, him like holding it up and we are seeing the recording like this, how we get to see like footage that might be from that camera itself with like a bunch of grainy effects on it. You know, just super fun, a new way to explore the space. Just really great. Love it. I feel like I'd hate to be the guy with the camcorder though. In universe.
Yeah.
You just know anything terrifying that happens, he's gonna be the first one to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
And probably survive.
Yeah. Well, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure, you know, he actually he gets a bit further than the others, because they go, you know, to the room below later.
Don't spoil it, Christian.
I'm not spoiling it. If you want a spoiler, just watch the screen behind Harley.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like a couple minutes ahead.
I have stopped it. Woo!
Then the music fades.
That's pop off. They saw
Yep.
something. What
They
are
saw
going
something.
for?
What is it? Also, I know that they use a retired vet to do their like tactics of clearing rooms and stuff. So
That's cool.
yeah, like he did his research before doing this. Like, I mean, I know a lot of independent filmmaking, including ourselves, a lot of times you can't afford that. So it's like just like videos or doing what you think is the right thing or what Hollywood does. But I know that in his films, when he has MTF squads, he really tries to keep it as authentic as possible.
Yeah. That guy's neck just got cut. But there was nothing there.
Crazy anomalous activity.
Move your lines. I can't see the wall. This is Sector 1-6. We have contact on the second floor of the target building. 1-1 is down hard. Over.
Roger 1-6. 1-1 is your location. Copy that. On the way. Sector 1-2, you're in charge. Over.
He's not safe here. We have to move him.
Why does that make you laugh?
It's funny. I always enjoy knowing that like that guy's life is not in danger, but like they probably dragged him through that hallway like 3 times, and that's just, it's always so funny to me. I sometimes write scenes just to make actors do silly things.
2-1 is contact. 2-4 is down. Over. Scepter 1, this is 2-1. I'm going to reposition Scepter 2. The inner cordon is compromised. Over.
The whole
Understood 2-1. Over.
Scepter 2 to all Scepter 1 units. Do not exit the target building. Over.
Got it. Hold position. Over.
Scary. What's the giant hole? Also,
And this is where I make my appearance in the.
I really appreciate the lighting as a gaffer myself.
What happened?
It's
I don't know. He was
really
just standing there, and then he was bleeding all over the fucking
really
floor.
soft in tight spaces. They're using the natural light from the windows / supplemental light from the windows because I do know they had lights blasting through.
Over.
Yeah, it's naturalistic, which is very fun.
Also, though, I would just like to point out, holy smoly guacamole, Batman. the reflections, you'd never see it. You don't really see the camera in the reflections of their visors, which is not easy to pull off.
You also don't see the invisible man opening that door, which
how do you know it's a man?
Is terrible.
Huh?
Well, I think we saw like a silhouette earlier. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out right now.
Uh-oh.
The camera was autofocusing.
And if anybody in chat has any favorite SCP live action content, please shout it out. We're always looking for new ones, and if not, we're even just looking for stuff to watch. So, you know, let us know.
There is... Imagine. That's crazy.
Is she down? It's on the floor and it's not moving.
Somehow a dog entered my room.
1-2 to all stations.
Nico.
Target down on the second floor. Over.
Yeah, if you're just arriving, we are reviewing our favorite live-action SCP content.
I can do my job.
Yeah. So could he.
We're on Overlord right now, if you guys haven't
Which is
watched.
Christian's favorite, and I'm pretty sure the most viewed and watched SCP live-action
So
content.
what the fuck's the move now?
Well, we know to reverse the
Hey, if we get another donation, I'll show my dog.
chemicals.
Oh, I thought you were
Check
going to say something else.
Check out the links in the descriptions and all the places.
A request for QRF and some chemical warnings. Nothing lethal, just enough to knock out anything in the vicinity.
Good. Get me the fuck off this property.
We still have a job to do. We need to recognize.
Guys, if we get a donation, I'll drink some water.
Knows what they're getting into. There's also been
Really getting crazy now. Look at you, Grandpa, and your little...
We'll attempt a less lethal option.
One's ready for
If they don't
Christmas.
respond to that, smoke them.
Better not drop that fucking camera.
These
Do more of these
drone shots? Yes, I was about to bring it up.
They're super easy, but you know they add so much production value.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now that was real. I'm just playing. No, it wasn't. If you're just joining, we are reviewing our favorite live-action SCP content.
Get up here.
And doing live commentary on it and giving our opinion. If you have questions, ask them. We will try and answer them as best we can about SCP filmmaking and how you think they did this or that or whatever. Let us know. Let us know. And if you want to donate to our season 2 of Redacted, check out the links and all the descriptions and all the places. Seed and Spark. We're trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the week. 7,000 by the end of the night. Let's do it. Malo will do something cool.
Malo needs to take a nap.
One, 2 to Helios. Target down on the first floor. Over.
I wonder what that thing was trying to do there.
Eat them.
He's just happy to have people in his house, you know, so, like...
He just wanted to give them a hug. He wanted to say hi.
Yeah,
make a ratatouille or something.
Step aside. Look at me and tell me I'm
Again,
not the
with
most
the
valuable
personalities,
member
you know?
of this team.
So much fun.
Fix your fucking seal, dude.
You know, I will say, though, these guys do all look like they are Call of Duty. Oh, my God. You guys ever feel like that at home? You guys ever stand upside down and throw up on the floor underneath you?
All the time.
I've done that before. I almost did that earlier.
I think that's what the cartwheels were for.
He's just taking a nap. Don't worry.
Está bien. Cálmate.
Man's probably been dead a couple hours.
Said you open it.
Took himself out with these.
Check around the place for anything notable. I'm gonna look this guy over.
Oh.
recording
never
here.
a good sign.
Play it back.
I'm actually into it. I'm sorry I'm not giving commentary.
I can't really see it. I'm filling in where I can.
Everything changed. We'd found it deep in the dirt, next to some old tools. Someone.
Again, I'm going to mention how it keeps going fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, which in a weird way kind of makes it a slow burner across the board. Because I feel like,
feel faster.
yeah, every interaction just keeps building more and more and more and more.
I don't know how our friends are gonna make any sense out of this.
This is all fucking gibberish to me, man. Anyone else getting flashbacks to the Providence op? Bass relief, weird cold, same shit, right?
Maybe both groups found the same thing. Nothing's here like what the cult says publicly. It's like they did a complete 180, completely changed ideologies.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Fuck it. Try anything once, right? Motherfuckers.
Here we go. It's getting spooky.
Son, you got anything? What do you see?
Spooky.
Hassan.
Also, the like filmic idea that like, okay, something he's seeing through the camera is what's affecting him.
Oh, we don't get to see it.
Yep.
We know that it's happening. Also, I feel like at that point, even if you don't have the camera, you pop off a couple shots in that direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Target building is compromised. Requesting immediate exfil. Over.
Like, how would you approach this as researchers? Like, they don't. Well, I don't want to ruin anything.
Well, right now they're like, all right, guys, seems like things are getting pretty bad. Get the hell out. We'll figure it out later, I guess. Take what you can.
Same. That was me doing the cinnamon challenge earlier, you guys.
Sorry we couldn't get here earlier. Containment brought up the specialists. Some of their tech might spot the targets, might not. You still got the camera on you?
Yeah, you want it?
That's affirmative. Pass it off and we can take it from here.
Roger. Kalinsky, bring up the camera.
What does he see on the camera in the sky?
Kalinsky? Kalinsky, what is it?
Oh my god.
Creepy. But what does it mean?
Those last two scenes and scares there are a big part of why I like it. We see the mirror, and because culturally we know that mirrors have, like, you know, very big, like...
Supernatural implication.
Yeah, supernatural implications. It's like, oh, I'm already terrified. I have ideas of what this could be. And then when the guy starts, like, shaking and then dies, you're like, you know, I have ideas of what that thing might be. But they don't have to show anything, you know. They get to just have things happen, and, you know, we live with it.
It's always good to
see this one
leave
part.
the audience guessing. You don't need to explain everything.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure. Well, cool. Thanks for that one, Christian. Now we're going to move on to Mr. Harley
Lord.
Malo. Mine? We'll do mine next. My favorite. Okay. Also, if you're just joining in, appreciate it. We are live streaming tonight. Hopefully you can reach 7,000 in our crowdfunding campaign for Redacted Season 2. Any amount helps. Any amount of donations helps. If you donate a certain amount, Malo here will do some things, creepy things, silly things, dance party. Any amount helps. And just sharing it, honestly. We're trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the week. That is the goal. That is the hope that we can
Even
get there.
There's a cat meowing outside my room. Can you hear that?
I can now.
No.
He sounds lonely. He'll figure it out eventually, I'm sure. But yeah, even if you just go to the crowdfunding campaign page and you hit that follow button, if you share it to people and they're like, I don't really know anything about this SCP thing, I don't think I want to, follow, or, I don't want to donate. Get them to follow the project. Just having more people see it, is very helpful. Maybe you have friends who don't really do the SCP thing, but they might be interested in something. This might be what onboards them. Maybe you show them season 1, they get excited for season 2. Maybe they watch season 1 and then they find out that there's like Anti-Memetics, SCP-096, Overlord, tons of other live action stuff, and they're like, I just discovered a whole new universe of exciting projects to go, watch. Like, anything that you can do is going to help us, is going to help the SCP community, live action community in particular. And yeah, we're just trying to do our thing,
Yeah, I'm just going to throw out a crazy statistic out there. If 3,000 of you, and I mean, this isn't even count the amount of money we've already raised, but if 3,000 people donated $25 each on average, we would be at our green light amount. Or if we wanted to change that, if 1,600 people donated $50, we would be at our green light. So it sounds like a lot of money that we're trying to raise, but realistically speaking, it's not crazy to think that we could get there. We have almost, what number are we at on our YouTube channel? We're at like, I know it just went up recently, over 10,000 subscribers. That's a lot.
Like
that
11,400.
Yeah, literally, if 10% of our subscribers decided they wanted season 2, wanted to donate, that'd be great. But with the way the algorithms work on all the things, a lot of our subscribers don't know that we're doing this, unfortunately, and we've been just trying to get the word out. So the biggest thing we can do is every single day share it on social media, share it in Discord chats, share it on the SCP Reddit, share it with your rich uncle, share it with literally anyone and everyone you can think of. And it doesn't hurt. And the thing is we're not begging for money. Just sharing makes us happy, right?
Yeah.
The statistic.
Only you can make new SCP content.
Only you can help us make new SCP content for sure. And make Malo do crazy things like backflips on his bed, Yeah, we could do that as well.
Taking requests. If you weren't here, we each did
we attempted
a side flip,
cartwheel,
somersault,
cartwheel.
Yeah,
we each did a cartwheel for $125 earlier. Crazy stuff.
If somebody had
anything.
Anything. If it requires me to go get something, probably not right now.
Yeah, Malo is taking requests. So if you have something you want Malo to do for a certain amount, we'll do it.
Literally. Photoshop it into your friends' photos, and then you just say like, "Oh my God, guys, what's this thing in the back of your photo? It's crazy."
Can we stop saying that Malo will do fun things? I feel like the implication.
No, it's fun.
You're the one that keeps saying it weird.
It's fun. It's fun for the audience,
Yeah, guys.
And we're here for the audience.
$25. I'll do fun, weird things.
Well, now you're saying weird too. That makes it even worse.
All right, on to the next live action. Okay, we're gonna do mine next, apparently, according to Harley. So let me switch everything over.
Yeah, what did you choose?
What did I choose? I chose SCP The Doctor live action short film. This is more new. This is posted in the last 5 months. It is really good. I don't want to spoil it. It is really good filmmaking. Oh, we have challenges. John, Blazing Trail Media's on YouTube Shorts. We're going to start this, but do the challenge and we'll do it. We'll do it. Name it out. We got it. Depends on the amount. If it's like $2 and something crazy, maybe I won't do it. We'll see. We'll see. Transitioning. Sorry. Apologize. Here it is. It is SCP the Doctor. I've always wanted to do a Plague Doctor live action thing.
We kind of did.
We kind of did. He made a cameo.
He was in a breakout sequence.
He was in a breakout sequence. So, here it is. Christian, are you ready?
I am ready.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. So, I know, because I've talked to him, that they made this for a 0 budget. Of course, a 0 budget doesn't mean that they didn't spend any money. It just means that there was no real budget, and it was just self-funded from the creator. And all these people probably did it for free. And it turned out really good. Really good. The Plague Doctor mask is immaculate. And you'll see it here in a second.
Yeah, 0 budget is sometimes a way to say
enter your room.
Priceless imagination.
049. I'm not going to tell you again. Enter your room or you'll be forced in.
Oh, he's so creepy.
I love that we're just put into something that's already happening. Like, versus, like, the build into it, over explain it. It's just like, boom, we're there.
What's happening?
There's something always happening in the SCP Foundation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Aaron Scott.
I do love the guy with the lips, though, with the... There's a good point. The pouty lips there. Like him. Yep, yeah, right there, yeah.
Been some confusion around a Dr. Scott.
I also am a huge fan of when filmmakers use like a interrogation as like the main story driver for revealing information.
The communication device.
You were found unconscious in an area you're not authorized to be. What do you remember?
You know, small note here. I do appreciate that, and this is not a dig. I do appreciate that his garb, right, the robe he's wearing, looks tattered, beat up, and see-through. You know, the original file does describe him with a little bit of a sheen on his cloak, and I feel like even just being able to see through it a little bit gives me the idea that it's deteriorated.
All right, we're gonna stop. We have a challenge for a donation. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready for this? Okay, so Blazing Trail Media's on YouTube Shorts. John Crow is his name. He has a physical challenge, a strength challenge, and a mental challenge. Each of us have 60-second time limit, and we get to decide who will do which challenge. And he will explain the challenge after we choose who's doing what.
We'll take the physical.
You'll do the physical?
Not so that I probably can do it very well, but I can.
Okay. So the strength, you said?
Yeah, I'll take strength.
Okay. I have 60 seconds. Okay. Physical. Or no, you. I'll do strength. You do physical?
Sure.
Just because you're in the Malo costume, it might be funny if it's the physical.
Okay. Yeah, depending. We might switch. But, yeah.
Christian has a lot of mental capability. I'm just thinking, like, riddle, and then that riddle is gonna, like, I'm just terrible at that type of stuff. So.
Strongest muscle is that big old brain he got in there.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's saying much.
Do you want to do something else?
No, I'll do it.
Okay. Here it is. Harley's doing physical. I'll do strength. Christian's doing mental. Give it to us. And how much are you doing?
Ember Chaos, yeah. Ember Chaos. Interrogation does equal bringing in the exposition. You know, it's a really convenient way, I think, to really get something going. And as far as it goes, too, we lose nothing for the sake of interrogation, right? That could have been done a bunch of different ways. It could have been done not in a hallway, right? But the fact that it's in a hallway, the fact that he's out of containment, the fact that everybody around him is taking it so seriously, it says a lot about the character before you even actually get to talk to him.
Okay. Who's going to go first? Christian, me, or Harley?
We're not doing it all at the same time?
Nope. You have 60 seconds to do it. I think Harley should go first.
Sure.
Yep. Harley. Malo goes first. That is the physical. He has 60 seconds. Oh, I wish I had a timer I could put up on the screen.
I have the walls.
I'll run it on my phone.
Okay. I'm excited.
I'm not
excited. I'm scared. I'm actually scared. Were you going to make me lift Nico or something? Where is he?
Yeah, whatever camera you film Redacted with, you have to hold that for the rest of the stream.
Okay.
1 minute queued up.
All right, we're waiting. We're waiting.
Hold.
Holding. We're holding. Okay, Harley. I have a list of items for you to find in your house or apartment. Every item you can show on camera is worth $5. On 3. Ready? Oh, wait. He has to give us the list of items. This is going to be hard. Okay, yeah. Give us the list of items and then we'll count. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. There's a delay, so you have to give the list first, I guess, and then Christian will do the countdown.
Yeah, you read off that list. I'll press the timer.
Dude, too bad we didn't have a fly camera to chase him.
I probably have plenty of things that are worth $5.
You guys have to shout the items to him. His house is very big. Harley, you turn the volume up. Are you going to be able to hear us?
Oh, no. But
Worst case scenario, just come to my room.
Oh, Christian, just... Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll yeah, yell
You
at me.
have to get the items by yourself. This is your challenge, Harley.
Turn up the volume and mute your mic. Okay? Get up and then... Yeah, okay. Okay, stand up and then I'll tell you when to go. Christian, start the timer when we call the first item. That way, the delay, it makes sense. Okay, this is going to be hilarious. All right. Okay, in the Malo costume, even worse. Even worse. All right.
Even better.
Ready? Go ahead, John. He is ready to go. Malo is ready and raring to go.
And partying, it looks like. Oh, hi, Fat Man. Fat Man is back.
Flashlight. Go. Flashlight. Flashlight. Go. And a cup. Get a cup. Flashlight, cup.
Get a flashlight and a cup.
A roll of toilet paper.
A roll of toilet paper. He can't see.
Flashlight, cup, a roll of toilet paper.
Cup, roll of toilet paper.
A toy. A toy.
A toy.
A sock.
A sock.
A teddy bear.
A cup. A teddy bear. A roll of toilet paper.
Flashlight, cup, roll of toilet paper. A toy. A sock. Teddy bear. How much time, Christian? How much time?
25 seconds. 25 seconds.
25 seconds. Flashlight. Cup, roll of toilet paper,
20 seconds.
A toy, a sock, a teddy bear. Oh, flashlight, cup, roll of toilet paper, a toy, a sock, a teddy bear. Are we out of time? I feel like we're out of time.
We have 5 more seconds.
Oh, did you get it all? Oh my God.
Did you get a roll of toilet paper?
Yeah, he's got it. Okay.
Nice. Oh, that's it.
All right. Now I'm scared with the other ones. Harley, show us. Okay. Do you have a flashlight? Do you have a flashlight?
Oh
my God, that's a huge flashlight. Holy moly. Okay. Show us the cup. A cup. There's the cup. Okay. Roll of toilet paper. Okay. What's your toy? Show us the toy. Okay. A sock. Did he drop it? Yeah, he dropped it and he just picked it up off the floor. That's what just happened. Yeah. And a teddy bear. Oh no, that's the toy.
I don't think that counts.
I don't know if that counts, Harley. That was pretty good. So he got 1, 2, 3, 4. He got 4. And let's see if you think his sock he dropped on the ground counts. Yeah, 5. He got 5. There. 5.
Nice.
Yeah. You're muted, Harley. Sock counts. Yeah.
Sock counts.
Yeah.
And teddy bear were like, oh, get a toy or a teddy bear.
Okay. Who's next?
Oh my God.
That was exciting.
I wish I would have had my phone on so I could have just live streamed me running through the house.
Wow, and for doing it in costume, he's doubling it, so $60. $60. Woo! Woo! Links in the description. Seed and Sparks. Woo! And you get a dance for that. Once it goes through, though. Once it goes through. Yeah. Appreciate that. All right, next challenge.
Are we doing mine or yours, Chris?
I'm scared. I guess I guess we'll do mine, which is strength. Yeah. I am also the yeah, live streaming it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. What's the challenge? Tell me what the challenge is. Here we go. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yes.
For those who don't know what's happening in the Shorts live chat, this is what this is where we're getting this information. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
So you're saying most push-ups in 60 seconds. So I have to do as many push-ups in 60 seconds, $2 per push-up.
You're gonna have to point your camera.
I know. We could see. If I do it right there, you could see.
We should have switched, Chris. We should have switched.
I know. I'm gonna do terrible.
We should have switched.
Christian,
I'll run the timer.
Okay. Let me see. Talk.
Hello. Can you hear us? Without your headphones on.
Okay.
You
I can't. I'm gonna turn it up, and if you talk loud enough, I'll hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me switch the cams.
I forgot my mic volume.
I want you to know I'm gonna do terrible in this one. Push-ups was not.
You can't do push-ups, Chris.
We should have.
I'm an arts major. I'm not.
Yeah, you're a filmmaker. That's a physical labor job. You got to run around carrying like film gear all day. All right, Chris. 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Go.
2, 3, 4, 5, and he's done. Thank you so much, Chris.
7,
8,
9. Posture's not great. 10,
11. No, keep going. Come on.
12.
Come on, Chris. Come
13,
on.
He's struggling. 14.
Come on.
Go deep. Oh, that half counted. 16.
Woo.
You've got 25 seconds.
You got it, and you get that butt out of the air, boy. There we go.
Harley, were you counting? I lost count.
Dang.
You got 10 more seconds. Keep going.
Good job. Keep going. We're going to have to go back in the stream and count. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
And you're done.
No, wait. I lost count. Start over, Chris. We'll go from 1.
Yeah, Chris, we lost count. You're going to have to do that again.
We lost count. Oh, man. That was
I just realized I put it on the wrong person. It was looking at Christian the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I can see. No, I can see you doing push-ups in the live stream. I'm watching it right now.
I was looking at the chat. I saw people saying we can't see him. I assumed that was because you were at like the bottom of frame. Chris,
No.
you messed it up.
It was the shorts. Ow.
Oh,
I'm in so much pain. See,
Was
this is...
it just the shorts people that couldn't see
Yeah,
him?
but that's where he is. He's on the shorts.
There's no accountability. Get back in there. Do it again.
Oh, boy. Okay, if I have to do it again. Oh, no. How much did I even get to? I wasn't even counting.
We lost count. It was probably like 25 or 30. Do you wanna switch, Chris? I could probably.
No, Christian. I think it's your turn to go. It's your turn to go. And then maybe I'll do it again from the memes.
You're a meme.
Oh, you also apparently could have done them on your knees if you.
No! I'll do it again. You didn't see it, you know? You didn't see it. All right. It's time for Christian's turn.
We'll have to watch that one back. Because that was on the.
Hey, Michael Sanchez, can you clip it and post it? So that way we could review it? Woo! All right, let's see.
Our choice. We give him a count later, or we get a do-over.
Where is the meat? That's why. There it is. Hi. Forgot. We'll get a count. We'll have someone clip it.
Sanchez Bros in the chat. You know what your mission is.
Yeah, you know your mission. All right, let's move on to the intellectual, and then maybe we'll go back again.
All right. What will my challenge be?
What is?
Make it tough.
And this time I'll put it on me, so that way you can't see.
Yeah, yeah. You guys. I mean, it's not physical. I could be in a different room. I could just call you on the phone and go outside if I needed to.
Okay, mental puzzle, Christian. You ready? Get your brain ready. Brain.
Ready. I'll have a minute queued up. I'm nervous. Can you type in the comments with me? Yes.
Ah, but the audience won't be able to see.
We'll read it out. Oh, I mean, yes. Wrong punctuation there.
Bye, Sherm. Thanks for joining.
See you,
Appreciate you.
See you, Sherm.
Thank you so much. We'll be talking. Appreciate it.
All right, we will narrate what is happening here.
I will narrate, Christian, if you just want to focus.
Yeah.
All right, here's the challenge. It's a mental puzzle
You wanna
for
hear
a
my
donation.
Loud typing sounds the entire time.
Absolutely.
That being said, anybody that's joining right now, welcome. I know we're live in 3 different areas right now, but if you're just joining right now, we just finished doing 2 challenges. Chris did literally 1,000 push-ups, and I found a roll of toilet paper in my house. Now Christian has to do something equally hard.
You're gonna be like, suggest dog names. If I like them, you get $1.
Oh no, Malo, are you okay? What's happening? You look tired.
What? No, it's just the mask, really.
Just the mask?
Yeah, it's really just the mask. It's really hard to breathe in here. It smells like 3 different swamps and like a Burger King inside of a Walmart.
Oh, gross.
In the 2000s. Yeah, it's pretty bad in here right now.
I am thinking of a 4-digit number. You guess a number. I give you a Y for a correct digit in the correct place, an N for not correct, and a C if the right number is in the wrong place. 4-digit number. All right, let's go. Starting in a minute. Typing in the chats.
All right. Christian typed 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh,
He's still giving examples.
Okay, I'm pausing the timer. He's giving examples. He said not yet. He said not yet. Stop the timer.
We're stopping the timer. For those just joining, we are live streaming to crowdfund our season 2 of Redacted, which is an SCP live action series. We already did season 1. Check it out on our YouTube. Now we are crowdfunding for season 2. So we're doing ridiculous things. We're dancing for every donation. We're doing challenges for money. So check out the links in all the descriptions, the QR code if you're on YouTube. Check it out, Seed and Spark. Even if you can't afford to donate or you don't want to, please just share it. Share it. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your dog.
Make an SCP fan out of your grandma.
Yeah.
It's not too hard, not too much to ask.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And when we're done with this challenge, we will then head back to reviewing our favorite live-action SCP content.
The letters don't correspond to digit placement. So if I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, or if your number was 1, 2, 3, 4, and it has 1 and 4 at the end of it, so it's Y would be I got 2 of them in the correct placement, but I don't know which ones. Okay, yeah, I'm on board. You tell me when to guess. I will go based on your chat message.
So before we start, to explain to the audience, people who just joined, because I noticed we did get a little bit more. The challenge is for a donation. He is thinking of a 4-digit number. If we guess a number, he will give you a Y for correct digit in the correct place, a N if not correct, and a C if right number is in the wrong place. And he has 60 seconds to guess this. I will live commentate as we start.
If I guess all 4 correctly in 60 seconds, he does another $60.
Nice.
No double digits. That is huge. Especially because that would definitely be a later guess. So that's going to save me some time.
I'm gonna call it right now. I'm gonna call it right now. One of the numbers is a 5.
Well, now he's going to take the 5 out.
Thanks for that one, Harley.
My bad.
All right, shall we begin this challenge?
I'm ready when you are.
Ready. I will live commentate since we can't show the chat. This is in YouTube Shorts, guys, if you want to go over there and watch. Let's do it. So, Christian.
Got a timer ready.
Well, I can't say start. Yeah, as soon as he says
I
go.
think we're waiting on him to say
So,
go.
John, you just say go and then we'll go. Or you just give yeah, just say go.
Oh, it starts when I put a number in.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Okay, Christian, guess 1, 2, 3, 4.
Correct? No. Okay, so not in the right position.
So you got a CNNN, which means that the number 1 is the right number, just not in the right spot. He then guessed 5, 6, 7, 8.
They're not in the placement, Chris, so it could be anything. Okay, so 2 from that, and we'll do this. So there are 2 from 5, 6, 7, 8 that are correct numbers, but not in the correct placements.
I feel like the chat is slow. You should get extra time.
Well, there's only 10 seconds left. One of them is in the correct place, so we'll go 4, 5, 1. Oh, that was 60 seconds.
Do your final guess.
Final guess. Final guess. Another minute added, he says. 1 more minute added.
I would have failed this a while ago.
4, 5. So not those.
Oh, is it the tick?
Not one of those. Not one of those. Okay, so. This is tricky. Next guess. Within 10 guesses. So no more chat delay. Screw the timer. All right. 10 guesses. 10 guesses is easy. Let's go.
Guys, this is happening in YouTube Shorts live. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's hard to explain what is happening, but we're trying to earn more money.
That being said, welcome everybody. If you're joining the chat right now from TikTok, from YouTube Shorts, and or just from our YouTube page, hello and welcome. Christian's doing mental gymnastics as we all watch him and breathe heavy because we just finished doing some physically taxing stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a 7 or 8 in there. So we're gonna
Also, I
go.
just want to show some love to TikTok. Hi guys. I don't think we've actually talked directly to you for a while now. Hi TikTok. If you guys can see me,
Man.
No. Okay. So. Let's see. We can't have another from there. We know that 0 or 9 is correct, so I guess we'll put in a 9 again to verify. This is kind of like Wordle, right? Except you're just guessing.
Yeah,
like
it's for numbers, yeah.
I also don't know the placement, so it's even harder. Yes, no. There's one digit there that is not correct. So we'll just do this to confirm. Actually, that wouldn't confirm. We need to... No double digits. What's the best way to confirm? Yes, no. We'll throw in one of these. If this returns the same thing, then we're close. Oh, he says winner. It was
Wow.
0864.
Christian guessed it right. That is...
What was the inspiration for 0684?
0864.
0864. You know, 2 of those numbers are kind of like 5.
Sure
This
are.
was a random number. But if we're wondering, SCP-864 is held in a containment chamber located in Site-77's Euclid SCP wing. It is a 20 centimeter tall wash bin with a 10 centimeter radius composed of red metal commonly found in wash bins. The words "Made in China" and "Cherry Imperial Goth Applications" are imprinted on the bottom with black ink. It's a pretty short article. Can't tell what's anonymous about it based on that, but it's probably scary.
That's crazy. Yay, we did it!
Do we have a count on the push-ups?
Yeah, Michael Sanchez, did we get a count on the amount of push-ups that I did? I'm still sweating from that because physical education was not my
If we
strong
don't
suit.
have a count, Chris, I think you're just going to have to do them again.
It was like 1,000, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Time to go outside, get some sunshine, maybe go to the gym, go for a run.
I don't think you can get sunshine right now, but...
We're waiting. Sorry, there's a delay. We're waiting for that confirmation.
He says that it only let him get a 60-second clip, so he basically just got all of the push-ups.
Well, that's what we need.
Oh, and the YouTube stream only shows me as well. Wait, so was this nowhere?
No. It was on the YouTube stream. It wasn't on the
YouTube. Yeah, it's on the YouTube stream for sure.
Yeah, it just wasn't on the TikTok or the Shorts live because I hit the wrong
I don't
Chris.
know. Mike says that the YouTube stream only showed Christian.
Really?
No, I was watching the YouTube stream. I definitely saw Chris's britches down there.
Chris, I think you're gonna have to do them again.
No, I'm watching it right now.
You're watching it right now.
Oh yeah, I'm playing back as we speak.
I swear, it's there.
Well, you gotta count them, Chris.
I know. I'm grabbing the exact moment. So there's Harley out there.
You finding the spot?
I am finding the spot. $26 push-ups.
26 push-ups.
Yes, we from TikTok Live we have a question. What are you guys doing a campaign for? A show? Yeah, so we actually created a live action SCP show back in 2020, released 2 years ago. It's called Redacted. We did 5 episodes of our season 1. Check it out on our YouTube page, which should be linked in our TikTok, I think. But our TikTok also has all the cool like behind the scenes stuff. We are campaigning for our season 2. We are trying to crowdfund it. So we are live streaming, trying to raise money. So we're doing silly things on stream, challenges to earn money for our donation. Everything about our campaign is in the links. If you go to our TikTok page, it links to the Seed and Spark. The Seed and Spark has the pitch video, the sizzle reel. Everything you need to know is on there. There's incentives. There's a bunch of stuff. So I highly recommend go checking it out. Today we are doing those challenges as well as we are doing reviews of other live action SCP content.
Yep.
My favorite one.
We're currently on what? Right?
We were watching SCP the Doctor, a recent live-action short that is Chris's
to bring
favorite.
it back. Yeah, we're watching Chris's favorite SCP live-action thing, The Doctor. It's actually pretty recent, isn't it? It came out like not too long ago.
Like 5 months ago.
5 months ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
yeah.
it
No.
is almost at 1 million views, which is really crazy.
Can I come in?
Harley raised $60, Chris raised $52, and Christian raised $60. Correct? By my count, that is correct.
That
yes.
is
$172.
Wow. Thank
Harley,
you.
what are you going to be doing for that?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't what I was supposed to do already.
I mean, that was part of unlocking it, but once it actually shows up, I mean, obviously we've got to dance, but...
I mean, what do you want me to do, Blazing Trails? What do you want from me?
You get an extra request from Harley. Ooh, food Wingstop.
Wait, I haven't eaten yet. This is really unfair.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, yes. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We're just waiting for that dono. Oh, dude. I have not done push-ups in so long.
Oh, we know.
I think maybe you should start, Chris.
Yeah, maybe. This is my sign. Thank you, John, for this. I walk my dog all the time, but...
Let's round it up to $200 if Malo does the Macarena.
The Macarena?
Oh, that's nothing. That's easy.
Oh, I wish we could play that.
Wait. We can. We will make this
happen.
happen.
You're going to pull it up?
Oh, yeah. We will make this happen.
All right.
We'll play the Macarena.
Are we going to be able to hear it as well as the stream? Or...
I hope so.
It would be actually way funnier if only we can hear it and they don't.
The Macarena.
And Malo, when was the last time you did the Macarena?
Oh, this isn't even an issue. I did it a couple months ago. I was at a wedding.
Ah, good.
Malo,
So
you were at a wedding?
Recent training.
Yeah.
I was.
Well, Malo, the fun thing about Malo is with you everywhere, you know?
Everywhere. At your wedding, at the birth of your first child, at the birth of your second child.
The third one, if you get there.
Okay, Harley, I have no way to pump it through your speakers, unfortunately. I can only do it for the audience.
Here.
You know what, Harley, why don't you just play it in your room?
Yeah.
I'm playing it in my room. Here.
Tell me when you hit play, and I'll hit play.
Oh, you'll know when he hits play. It's going to come through his speakers.
Oh, okay.
Ah, there's so much work. I'm sorry.
This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Macarena, thanks. I can't wait to watch it.
Are you like pulling it up, Harley? What's going on?
I'm bringing up the original Los del Rio.
All right, I can hear it.
Now the intro, nobody actually cares about the intro. We're all just here having a good time. Everybody's making it over the day.
Oh.
The things we do for our donations. Yeah, there it is. One more time. Yeah.
Beautiful. I think that deserves one of these. Little golf clap, little golf clap. Maybe some of these.
Okay,
Can't believe we just watched Malo do the Macarena.
That could just be the entire stream.
Oh, those were good ideas, John. I like those a lot.
Those were pretty dang good. Appreciate it. I'm just waiting. You got to do one more dance once the donation comes in, you know?
That's fine. You got to do Crab Rave.
That's fine.
But while we wait for that, maybe we should jump.
Yeah,
back into
maybe we should jump back into the live action thing. Yeah. All right, here we go. Back to it. Where were we?
I'm at 203.
Okay, you ready? I'm at 202. And 1, 2, 3.
Good company house.
So back to the live action. This is my favorite at the moment. A close contender though is the Anti-Memetics Division, which is also new, but that's an entire show versus a single short. So I couldn't really put my finger on one thing, but man, it's so good. This one's great because not just the cinematography and the lighting and stuff, but you'll see. There's a lot of twists. I love the interrogation. I love how they made exposition not boring because it's also really like telling the story through exploring this crazy SCP essentially.
And earlier, Amber said interrogation equals brings in exposition, which we talked about a little bit at the time. But I think part of the reason that that's like such a good method for like introducing elements of the story, getting us on board with the characters, is because it's not just like, here, let me tell you what happened. It's like there's tension, there's conflict between the parties, the interrogated and the interrogatee. You know, you're trying to figure out what are their desires. What are they trying to get out of this conversation? Are they trying to accuse this person? Are they just trying to understand what happened? Is the person being interrogated, do they actually do something? Are they just confused? You pick up on so many little things in an interrogation scene like that, and when it also is talking about some much larger events, whether the characters really know what happened or not, you just get so many juicy little details from honestly relatively little. And I think that just like in Overlord, how we didn't see the monster coming out of the mirror, the guy was invisible when he like did most of his violence, you know, not being able to see things oftentimes makes them a lot more like tense and interesting.
Yeah,
so
I agree. I also like how they use D-Class in this one.
Oh yeah, the D-Class are awesome. I wanted to say that too. D-Class is so much fun. If you are making an SCP live action thing in an SCP Foundation, like an actual site, right? You gotta have D-Class. You gotta have a root beer. You gotta have that root beer. You gotta have that D-Class.
And say what God it came to pass.
And, you know, I'm gonna say I think this project did a really good job of choosing actors who are interesting to look at. I think it's such a crime, you know, if you make a live action SCP anything and you don't use interesting looking people. You know, interesting looking people is what the Foundation is made up of.
Yeah, I think a key thing too, or a big thing for me when it comes to casting choices is we know the struggle, especially for zero budget projects, which this one was a zero budget project. It is, you sometimes don't have a choice on who you choose. And you kind of have to just go, you know, production scheduled, you already spent money, like locations are secured, and you just have to go with who you have. Someone drops out last minute, you have to substitute. So it's like, even if there's like a character where I'm like, man, the acting could have been better there. But the back of my brain, I'm like, well, we don't know if that was their only choice. We don't know if, you know, they couldn't get anyone else because, you know, no one wanted to work for free. Or they're not working for free because they're getting content for their acting reel. And like, this was on my acting reel. I'd be very happy to have this on my acting reel.
This live stream?
Yeah, this live stream. No, this short film.
This short film.
But also, I just want to say, like, the Plague Doctor's voice Fucking love it.
I wanted to ask you.
Oh
We also
yeah.
have we have Crawford Films.
Hey, the
in
creator
chat.
of this is in the chat.
Oh my God. Hello.
We were just
Hey.
gushing over.
Yeah, we're gushing over your work.
exposition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
exposition
voice,
is part of it.
the voice of the Plague Doctor reminds me a lot of kind of how what we did with the old AI's voice. Obviously, it's in post, but like modulating it and tweaking it in a way that it kind of holds a presence versus just like using just a normal person's voice or whatever.
The SCP community is such a funny one too, because for as many people as I've seen that have said that they love the interpretation of the, of the old AI that we used for the voice, which honestly, very talented actress. That was her voice, making the computer voice. It was not a filter. There are actors out there who can do that thing, and it's always better to have somebody who can do it without assistance than do it electronically. In the end, and so it's strange, for as much as like the old AI is definitely just an AI and can have any voice, a lot of people expect it to have a certain voice, so it's fun. I think when something lands for people, it really does land. And I think the voice for Doctor really lands here.
Do you know what
Finding, someone who without anything fits, and then just like kind of pushing it along, amplifying what works about their voice, about their personality, whatever it is, that helps to draw out like the natural goodness of what they provide. And it's one of the places where this short really succeeds.
Oh, boys, we gotta pause. We got another dono.
Please no.
Another dono. All right.
And he upped it again. He said he was gonna do $200. He ended up doing $250 to the Season Spark for Season 2 of Redacted.
My Macarena was too good.
It was too good. Thank you so much for the donation. For those who are just joining us, we are trying to crowdfund our Season 2 of Redacted. Check out the links in all the descriptions. It's on Seed and Spark. Go on seedandspark.com. Look up SCP Montauk. We're the only SCP project up on there. We are doing crazy things for donations. We've done a lot of challenges, a lot of physical activity, but most importantly, when we get a donation, it is time for Malo to give us some love.
Oh, my legs.
Go ahead.
Are you ready, Arlie?
No.
Then let's hear it.
Get it? Get it? Link in the description. Yeah. 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 Donate. See Malo do crazy stuff.
Last one.
Last one. Yeah. Thank you so much, John. $250 donated to our project after doing...
Containment specialist.
He is a containment specialist now.
Containment specialist.
So we have a lot of great incentives with our crowdfunding campaign. Check them out. They're a lot of fun. We're actually going to start releasing some of them here soon for people to share because we hope people will like it to continue to donate. If you can't donate like monetarily, just shouting us out, posting us on Discord, sharing us with your friends and family, with friends who like SCP, that helps. It matters. It all matters. Just to put in perspective, I think the math was if we just had 1,600 people donate $50, we would reach our green light goal. So the way Seed and Spark works is if you donate and we don't reach our goal, we don't take the money. We have to reach 80% of our goal in order to receive the money. And we get 100%. Seed and Spark doesn't take any money from us or from you unless you tip them. It is 100% to us. So if we don't make 80%, which is $80,000, you guys keep your money and we don't make it, and we'll go do some other shorts or something. But yeah, that's where we're at. Thank you so much, John. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, that means every donation means so much. I saw one in there earlier for $3, and that's probably someone that doesn't have a ton of money to throw around, but they wanted to help this project get made.
Yes.
So whether it's $3, $1, 50 cents, whatever it is, if it's just sharing it on your Facebook page, posting it on a Discord server that you're in, a couple, days of the week, posting it somewhere, doing something, telling people about it, shouting it from the rooftop. Go up to people on the street when you're getting lunch and say, "Hi, have you heard about season 2 of Redacted on Seed and Spark?" They'll probably be really confused, and you might get like pepper sprayed or something. So do it in an appropriate way, in an appropriate setting, but get it out there as much as you can.
Yes.
Also, apparently we're $2 away from hitting the 7K mark.
$2. Someone.
Oh my God.
$2. That's it till 7K. We want to get 10K.
Do you have $2?
Yeah, we want to get 10K by the end of the week, but $2 more and we're at 7K. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. What? Let's get back to it. Crawford Films film is amazing, so let's watch it.
Yeah.
That being said, you guys, just want to say, if you haven't taken the time to go all around to our social medias, if you are not enjoying our YouTube live, if you are not necessarily into the idea of doing our shorts live, if you have TikTok, we are also on TikTok, you guys. Just pushing that. We're on all social medias for you guys.
Whatever works for you.
Whatever works for you. We got 21 people over on YouTube Shorts right now.
Crawford did say, first, they love the voice that we did for the AI. Thank you. That was a lot of work that went into that.
Yeah.
And our actress was super amazing and super stoked for it. But apparently, they voiced the Plague Doctor. So that's super cool.
Voice actor,
dude, that's sick. I would love to hear a side-by-side of the original and then what you did to it, because,
that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be really
Yeah,
fun.
that was great. Before and after.
Yeah, that'd be super sick. All right, back to it. Again.
Countdown.
I would make that trade every day.
Oh, I already played. I'm sorry. What are you at?
Right, I'll just be a couple seconds.
I'm at 750.
750.
51. 52. 53.
1.
54. 55.
Oh,
56.
I'm like 5 seconds behind. That's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up again. Also, the interview for exposition, classic filmmaker's tool. Keep it going. You know.
To wonder how you got this job. You're young, barely qualified, somehow walking around without an ID badge, and now this.
Also, where'd you find your actors? Because you got some good talent here.
Yeah, fun-looking people, fun-sounding people, good stuff.
What? Oh, the intensity of that gaze right there.
I still really love this room. I think as opposed to our other interrogation that we started with, even cutting back and showing the differences between this interrogation scene and then the interrogation scene that we had in the beginning, right? Two very different vibes, and it reaps two very different benefits and results as well, too, aside from SCP people, if you're just like a film person, or if you want to know more about film, watch some SCP shorts. I think they could teach you a lot.
Also, this reveal is super cool right here. That's about to happen. The wedding ring was such like it's a good to help the audience understand what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel a little bit bad that we were talking over because it's such like an intense moment.
Yeah.
But if he thinks you have it, God help you. I know what he wants.
Classic red lights.
You stay here.
This is my favorite part, so I'm not going to try and talk a lot because... The music, too. I want to know who your composer is. Probably you.
That'd be wild.
This shot. Low f-stop. Sexy. There's no other word for it.
Oh, that kind of gave me like Doctor Who vibes, the way he said doctor right there. It's like
It's actually a Dalek on the other side of that door.
So cool.
And yeah, SCP Academy is coming out next month, hopefully.
Classic. The slow creep into the door. So good. Noah, good job, man. Good job.
Good
Seriously.
job.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
So good. That it's so simple too. Like you get like literally the zero budget that this took. Well, we know you spent money on it, but like the zero budget that this took is like you pulled off a lot, and I have to commend you because it's not easy. Trust me, we done it. We did it.
This is not my original thought, but I always like to say that like restriction breeds creativity. Having a smaller budget, having zero money, having to spend stuff out of your own pocket, figure things out, do a lot of things yourself. I feel like that oftentimes makes something like this feel even better.
Bye, John.
Like,
Thanks for the donation.
perfection comes from imperfection. So any place where you had to, you know, do something a little bit weird to make it work, or, you know, like do the voice for the doctor yourself, you know, anything that you would normally in Hollywood just like pay somebody else to do, and then you figure out a good, cool, interesting way to get that done, it's gonna make something like this better and feel more authentic and just be so much cooler.
Yeah. Again, favorite one at the moment. A close contender though is Anti-Memetics Division, but that's a whole show, and
yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, I wanted to call out this one specifically. And yeah, speaking the SCP Academy, love those guys over there. We're actually in communication with them pretty consistently. I'm very excited to see their project release. It has been a long time since they announced it, and I know they've been working hard on it, and there's a lot of cool announcements. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for it, for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Crawford. Really appreciate it. Yeah. We're
Yeah.
trying.
I appreciate you showing up as well.
Yeah.
I noticed that the video is very close to 1 million views. I really hope that you get there soon. That would be
seriously.
That's an epic milestone.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, we just hit 7,000.
That is the $2
we got the $2.
$7,000.
All right, here we go.
Harley, that was another donation. You know what that means.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Is
do
this
it.
really what people want? Is this really what they want?
Malo dancing to Crab Rave?
Yeah.
Get it. Links in the description. Seed and Spark. Hit it up. Want to watch Malo dance or do crazy things? Donate to the Seed and Spark. We'll be here. Dancing. Yeah. There it is. Heck yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right, now
Amazing.
dance to this one.
No. Stop it. Absolutely not. That's how we get banned.
That's actually where Marlo got their start.
Oh no.
Alrighty. Now, on to Harley's favorite live action.
Harley's favorite live action.
And Harley, do you want to explain which one that is?
Yeah, I mean, this one might people might be familiar with already online. I think one of my favorite SCP live actions, especially like when I started just like looking up and watching it, right? 096. If you guys haven't watched the short film for 096, it's a whole heck of a lot of fun. If you guys don't know what SCP-96 is, it is a friendly little guy. Just a friendly guy, really. But no, 096 is one of the big scary ones in the SCP community, just because it is notorious for causing breakouts. You look at its face, it's got to kill you. Which honestly, relatable. If any of you have ever taken school pictures, I want to really take out that memory from you. So, you know, there's a lot of places to really think about. But, you know, when I first watched 096, you know, I think one of the cool things for me was that, you know, it did a good job. It did a good balance. It was cinematic. It had a fun monster that I really wanted to see the entire time. You know, you say 096 and an image pops into my head. If you guys don't have an image in your head, Chris, maybe show an image of 096.
They'll see it. Don't worry.
Okay, I guess you guys will see it too. But no, it's a lot of fun. Great with suspense, and again, like this horror aspect of the SCP Foundation is always really one of the funniest parts for me, because it can go extremely bad or it can go extremely well, and it's a really telltale sign when you're watching something, if when the action happens, you go, oh, okay, or whoa.
Yeah.
And for me personally, it was the latter.
All right, let's check it out. Here we go. Made by Mr. Clay, who also helped out on some of the other live action stuff that has come out. I think Dark Math or Cadet School or the Academy show. He helped out with that as well. So they're all friends. So I'm excited. I like this one. This is one of my favorites too. Here we go. Also, great visual effects. Starting out strong. Now, I know we've talked about this a lot in, like, Season 2. Well, we did an intro sequence for Season 1, but something that's really stood out to me for this one, Overlord, and a lot of the other SCP things is great intro sequences.
This one, even I think we referenced a little bit when we were talking about what we wanted to do with
We sure
our
did.
intro sequence. We didn't have like the expertise for the visual effects to do like some of the stuff that they do here. Like this shot with the hole in the wall is super cool. God, it even kind of looks like a miniature that they superimposed to the shot or something. I don't know. But just like super cool,
Great
very
title card.
evocative. Like sets the tone, lets you know what you're in for. So much fun.
Gotta love the spinning SCP symbol.
Yep. You know, the spinning SCP symbol, I would say, is the mark of any SCP live action thing. It's going to pop up eventually.
That's production quality right there.
So,
Thanks for sharing the live. And this one's pretty old. This is pretty early for SCP live action. It's 4 years old, so.
Dang.
Again, interrogation room. Classic.
Mm-hmm. And this is actually a great point, a place to draw like juxtaposition between the way that you can kind of use this same setting to do different things. In the last one, they just jumped right into the conversation. We were immediately in it with the characters and like getting to know, you know, like that this guy was confused, didn't quite know what was going on, and that was the central tension for him around like, you know, why is he in this situation? What's going on? What's happening? Here, it's like this guy, very nervous, knows something's going on. This lady walks in, super intimidating, takes her time, like setting up, and then we get into it, and that sets the tone. That sets the relationship between them, and again, kind of like the central tension between the two different sides here. Super effective. Love it.
096 is being kept in a Class 13 containment cube. No windows, no cameras, no one that is possible to see its face.
Also, great casting. Gotta love an accent.
oh yeah, the casting's a big part of it. Casting's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who this lady is, but I want to know more about her.
Yeah, just on a physical level, both of them, you know exactly what to expect out of each of these people, what their jobs are, what their roles are, what their personality is like.
Yep.
And if you're just joining, we are reviewing our favorite live-action SCP shorts, films, and we are also crowdfunding for Redacted Season 2. Check out all the links and all the descriptions and all of the pages at Seed and Spark, or look up SCP on Seed and Spark. It'll pop up. We're the only SCP project. We are doing fun things for money. So please donate. Please consider it. Or just share it. That is just as helpful.
Relax, Doctor. All protocols have been followed. All personnel inside Stage 2 containment saw its face. Unfortunately, that was just the start.
See, love the blurred out. It's the little things, okay? You don't have to know what SCP-96 is. You just have to know that you shouldn't see its face.
Yeah. And how he immediately looked away.
Because he knew.
Probably would have been too late by the time you can react to looking away. It's
Also,
he already did.
these shots right now are 100% CGI. Good job.
Good. Yeah, they
I
look
can't
good.
do this. Good job.
096 on the north wall, stationary. You should get Alexi down here.
It should hold, right?
Just get a hold of Alexi.
He's crying.
I just love the big box. I think the big box is so much fun. And if you're gonna do 96, you gotta do it right. And this is fantastic. I love that they also take the point to like include again like the small details. Like I love that they're wearing the goggles that actually blur your face. That actually blur the 096's face.
Wait,
Your face.
In the event of a Stage 1 breach, the automated protocols ensure that a sleeping
The
agent...
automated protocols failed to start. In the event of an automation failure, it would be up to the operations chief, in this case, Dr. Alexi.
Well, where the hell was he?
He was found hiding in a janitorial closet in Division 3. Dead.
Shame.
Also love when they reference the larger sites or foundations. We did this a little bit, but like, you know, like in section 3, so it like gives a little bit more of a world to this world we're in, you know. Also, great visual effects again, man, dude. We need to up our game.
Yeah. Good stuff. It's good stuff.
Like it's not even like absolutely the best thing ever, but it does the job and it's good enough to where I'm like, yeah, this is happening.
I think I've got something.
I mean, unless you're trying to compare it to like Top Gun or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think they had the budget for you know, jet planes, but
yeah, hiring real fighter pilots. And...
Yeah.
Also, just a cool sequence. Again, showing the larger world of the SCP Foundation. They have access to literally anything and everything. Classic. Brrr.
Ineffective on target. Copy. Going hot on 2 Mavericks.
Classic Shy Guy.
That voice is so funny.
Direct hit. No effect. I repeat, no effect on target. Copy, Hawk 1. Return to base. Retrieval team, maintain vector.
096 proved difficult to keep track of. It doesn't show up on satellite thermal imaging oftentimes. We were only able to track it by the path of destruction it left. About 2 hours into pursuit, it crossed a state highway. We were lucky it was lightly traveled at the time, but 12 people still saw its face.
I don't know what it is about SCP and overhead shots, but I feel like overhead, for whatever reason, really screams "eye in the sky" and it screams, you know, we're watching.
They're watching.
We're always watching.
They're also like in a setting like this are better establishing shots than like actual establishing shots, you know.
Only achievement technology to give us a fighting chance. Especially when you assholes wouldn't let me do proper research. As I said, it has always been a win.
Doctor, please, we have a lot more to cover. Finally, 096 reached victim 096-1, a young man who lived on a small farm at the foot of the mountains. With his wife and newborn child.
So we might have been talking over it, but for those who don't understand, if you see SCP 096 face, he will stop at nothing to kill you. He goes crazy.
The reason we call him the Sky Guy.
A pixel of a picture of him.
Yeah.
It's to the point where if somebody took a picture of him long ago and he was just in the background in the woods, but nobody ever took the time to actually see him in the trees, 40 years in the future, if you look at that picture and you see him in the trees, dead.
From anywhere in the world.
Record, Doctor.
Yeah,
You
dead.
don't know how to kill it. Much of the research you've requested equates to torturing 096, which is inhumane.
Inhumane? There's nothing human about that thing. This is insane. People have died.
Yes, Doctor, people have died. Isn't that a tragedy?
I really like that back and forth right there. I think it highlights one of the aspects of the Foundation that's super interesting.
Which brings us to our next point.
This guy, on one hand, kind of wants to do something good. He wants to figure out how to get rid of an existential threat to humanity. But also, she said, hey, you wanted to do it in a messed up way. That's, like, messed up. You know, like, you wanted to torture this thing.
Hi, Carter on TikTok. No. We are reacting to and commentating on our favorite live action SCP content on YouTube because we did a live action SCP show, Redacted Season 1 on YouTube, which is been out for a while.
We're doing the crowd campaign.
And we're doing crowdfunding for Season 2, so we're trying to raise funds for our Season 2. So check it out in all the links, Seed Spark. Check it out if you're interested. Even just sharing it helps. You don't gotta donate money. But yeah.
If you have any questions about anything, we will answer whatever they are.
1 Bravo, clearing structure line.
Again, top-down shots. We gotta add them.
Yeah, it's the top-down stuff, man. It's top-down stuff.
Again, but that is very specific to, like, MTF-related things, which Season 2 has a lot more of, so hopefully we can find ways to implement this.
Marker placed.
Yeah, the goal for us is always to find that good balance, and a lot of these, I think, really host that, too. You're inside the Foundation, and you're dealing with, ethical questions and interrogations, but then when you go out into the actual field, now you're dealing with the big stuff. Now you're dealing with trying to contain those SCPs, and that's part of the hard task, you know.
Initiate bagging.
So I guess here's a question, right? If the guy in a helicopter looked at 096 and was able to see its face, would it just drone on the ground until, like, what, the plane landed?
Maybe it can jump really high.
That is true. I think I did read that it can jump like Hulk.
I mean, it can get out of basically any type of containment, so...
But also, just how self-conscious you gotta be to take that into, as far as SCP-96 is taken. I mean, I got social anxiety too, but geez, it's another level.
My tests, they were supposed to work.
All of this brings us to the source of this tragedy.
We're getting into the meat of it.
Trees. Oh, I was watching the wrong stream. Never mind, we're past the trees.
Yeah, I'd say watch the shorts one. That's the closest to real time.
I love those glasses too. I'm just gonna put that out there. I love the glasses.
If you knew that this SCP, just by seeing its face, would come and kill you, and someone handed you an envelope with a photo, would you open it?
Is still in the
Bet.
envelope, Doctor.
I'd be super worried the entire time. But
Yeah, I'd be constantly just waiting to hear a sound. That sounds something like, a bulldozer going through your house.
What was an original photograph of 096 in the wild?
Someone photographed it.
We dated the photograph to the 1980s. It seems the original photographer and all of its subsequent viewers were completely unaware of 096's presence. Until a young man at the farmhouse, that is.
This has been scratched out by hand. By who? How?
Your scramble goggles proved to be somewhat useful.
That's crazy.
After all.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Also, the crying is just crazy, dude.
kind of reminds me of I think Left 4 Dead, like the crying
the
villagers
witches?
when you stumble upon them.
Yeah.
Always a horrifying moment.
There actually is a mod for Left 4 Dead to make them Shy Guys.
That's
really crazy.
Yeah. I haven't played it, but I've watched people play it. It's pretty fun.
Scary.
Ooga booga.
So graphic.
Ah. Dude, just put it on. I'm sorry, if I was that MTF guy, I would just like...
Don't even risk it.
I think you'd be a little bit more scared.
Yeah, but like... Yeah. Sitting there staring, I would have just thrown that back on.
Found something.
Big brother, target is triggered.
Because it's one of those things where even just one pixel.
I would not be looking at the photo while scratching it out, even if I had those goggles on. It like doesn't detect it for a second.
Yep.
And then this happens.
There you go.
Apparently, 096's face was so small in the image, it took up less than 4
Yep.
pixels.
4 pixels caused all this. 4 fucking pixels?
Oh yeah.
4 pixels.
Four.
That should be a t-shirt. 4 fucking pixels.
Then maybe that's what we sell for our crowdfunding.
4 pixels.
They were supposed to work.
Donate now, you guys, and you can get 4 pixels of an image of Redacted Season 2.
They were supposed to save lives. What was the final casualty count?
15 civilians, 48 Foundation members, 63 deaths in total.
So, that's what all this is about. So much death.
I love his
And you want
voice.
someone to pin it on, eh?
Good voice.
Someone
Good actor.
to punish.
Doctor, in here, you will find the clearances necessary to begin termination trials on SCP-096. The O5 Council has come to your side.
Do you mean I'm allowed to kill it?
Earlier she said it was inhumane.
You're allowed to try. All we ask is that in your termination attempts, you solidify the research and create a more effective solution to our containment needs. Dr. Daniels, is there anything else you'd like to say in record?
No. No, I think that's everything.
Very well then. This concludes session 5 of the SCP-096-1-Alpha investigation. Doctor, again, my condolences to you for the loss of your colleagues.
Crazy.
Ooh.
Alexei, we did it.
Oh. Great location.
Yeah.
Good work.
He's smart. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Are the O5 still in line?
We're still here, and Inspector Everett is right. Well done, Arlia.
Thank you, madam.
So fun fact,
Sort of a confession, but
this scene was an inspiration for the end of episode 5, when we showed off the O5 Council.
096's uncanny sensory abilities.
Easy
to. He's proven his
I
point.
love their whole graphic
The
here.
only thing he's proven is that he's as much of a monster as he considers us.
That's enough. Inspector Arlia, after everything you just saw, has your hunch been confirmed?
I believe so. The way he handled the photographs.
Yeah, it's fun. I feel like keeping them all on one screen is pretty.
I suspect he's been holding on
Says
to
a
it
lot.
for a stunt like this.
But still, how could he have warned Alexei? His absence in the control room was our first lead.
Outside help?
Uh-oh.
Has Lexi given us anything new?
No, he's staying loyal, although his initial discrepancies are damning enough.
Get what we can out of him. Then he's to be terminated. Quickly and quietly. Remember, he's officially already dead.
Yes, madam.
Gotta love the 05 Council.
When do we inform Daniels that we know he
05.
orchestrated the breach?
Only after he kills it.
Good job, Clay.
Oh, that's so cool.
Fantastic, yeah.
Gotta love a good title sequence, or not title sequence, credit sequence.
Love the photos. The photos really tie in a lot of those those themes you're throwing out there during the whole thing.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
That one for me is like the inspiration for R05 Council is great. The visual effects, great. The storytelling points, fantastic. With the interview put next to the what they're talking about, super cool. The use of the photograph kind of takes a twist at the end you weren't expecting. It just shows how like smart the Foundation is in a lot of the SCP lore, especially the 05 Council. So super cool.
Their job, they gotta be.
Yeah. Well, for those who just joined us or leaving or whatever you're doing, we're going to say it again. Crowdfunding Season 2 of Redacted. Check it out in all of the links. We've had a blast tonight trying to... We got to our daily goal, 7,000. And we're trying to reach 10,000 maybe by the end of the week. That would be fantastic. It is a climb up. But... that being said, if you can't donate, at least share. Share every day, everywhere, with your rich uncles, your not rich uncles. This project means a lot to a lot of people, both fans and crew and cast, and we really want to bring it to you guys. It is very ambitious and very large and very exciting. And we'll be back. We plan to do many more live streams. The next big live stream will be after Thanksgiving, and we're gonna try and attempt the same thing where we're gonna try and raise as much money as we can while we're live streaming. And yeah, if there are if anyone has any questions, now is the time. I'll let the boys kind of say what they need to say, and then we'll play the sizzle reel one more time. I think that would be quite fitting. And yeah, go ahead. You guys have anything you want to say?
Harley?
Yeah, no, I think just to echo Chris, guys, thank you so much if you guys stuck with us throughout all this. I mean, still thank you if you stuck through part of this with us. For those of you that missed the wonderful, physical escapades that we had to go on earlier just to earn a little bit of money, well then just, by all means, please go back and rewatch this stream. It's a lot of fun, you guys. Next week we'll be back. We're going to try to bring you guys something different every week. We don't want to just, fill you guys up with a bunch of the same content over and over again. So, keep joining us up with these on these live streams with us, and hopefully we'll give you some fun stuff to watch while we watch you, watch us, watch you.
Yep. And like Chris said, share everywhere, like videos, watch stuff, get this in front of as many people as possible. Not everybody who sees the page is going to donate. You might show it to 10 people and none of them donate, but maybe one of them shows it to somebody who then donates. And every single step along that process does a lot for the success of the crowdfunding campaign, for the possibility of bringing more high-quality live-action SCP content. I see people in the community all the time wishing that we could have like a Hollywood level movie or some show, and that's really difficult to do because the nature of SCP is that it's difficult to make money on, especially for like a big corporation or something. So it always has to come from the community. It always has to come from fans like us, people that are going to put a bunch of our own time and money into it, but we can't do it on our own. So we require help from you guys. So anything that you can do to help, anything at all, is really, really greatly appreciated. And yeah, let's get this thing done.
Check it out. Share it. I'm showing it off again. There's a lot of great stuff on here. Lots of content for you to watch. We're going to continue to release more content on all our YouTube pages and stuff. There's great incentives. Check out the incentives. As well as don't forget to follow it on Seed and Spark. Hit this little follow button right here. It is very helpful for us. We do unlock certain perks through Seed and Spark if we have a certain amount of followers. So please just at least consider sharing. For all that donated, I really appreciate you guys. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, we really look forward to doing more of these live streams and into the future. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So thank you for coming. And we'll see you on the next live stream. Pay attention to all the social medias. Again, continue to share every single day with your friends, family, social media, everything. We greatly appreciate it. Check out Malo. Malo's going to do a lot of great stuff in the upcoming weeks. And what?
I said I'll be back.
Malo for sure will be back. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you for all your time. Let's have a good crowdfunding campaign. Let's continue the push. We appreciate you all.
Crab Raid out.
And then the sizzle reel, but Crab Raid, go, 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 go. We just got Alyssa's donation for $125 for doing the cartwheels earlier. Woo!
Let's go!
Crab Rave
Thank you so
again.
much.
Give it full. Give it your all, Harley. Last time. Go, 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 go,
Crab
go.
Rave.
Crab. Malo. Dancing. Check out the links in the descriptions. Go to the descriptions. Donate to our Seed and Spark. We want to do more live action SCP content. More Malo. Montauk. Everything. Check it out in the descriptions. Yeah. Keep it going. Beautiful.
Are we done?
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We are... Malo's still going. Thank you so much. Enjoy the sizzle reel. We love it. Check it out. Again, donate. Check out all the links to Seed and Spark. Look up SCP on Seed and Spark. Operation Montauk on Seed and Spark. Thank you again. We'll see you next time. Follow us on all the social medias. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Christian Hoffman.
And I'm Harley Grow.
And we're the showrunners of the SCP web series Redacted, and we need your help to bring Season 2 into reality.
Now, our plans for Season 2 are quite ambitious, so visit the Seed and Spark link below in order to show your support and get more information.
Now, for a sneak peek into what Season 2 might look like, just
keep watching.
Attention all personnel. This is your site director. Because of the recent drop in staff morale and the rumors that are running amok throughout Site 202, I've decided to set a few things straight. Yes, it is as bad as you have heard. Worse. Which is why only Class D personnel are assigned to carry out the procedure. No, assignment to the project is not a punishment or a test of loyalty. While many of you that have served your time at the off-site facility have elected to receive Class A amnestics after, it is not true that we have given up hope of saving her. If there was anything else to be done, we'd be doing it. Our duties at the Foundation require us to do many distasteful things. That is the price we must pay. But we must never let down our guard because of sympathy. And we will not become monsters because of the monstrous acts we must perform. Do your jobs. And never forget the importance of your work. Montauk is here to stay.